Mm, 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 mm. Da, 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 da. All right, and we are live. And everybody press the live. All right, so we're on everything. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube, and I think I'm on Facebook. Anyway, what's going on, folks? How we doing?
Hello.
It's a fabulous
Um,
Tuesday.
yeah, it's not a bad day, but it's a really dope
Uh,
day
chill, chill, chill.
because we got some dope content to discuss here. And I will say that Sarah, in the time that I've known her, has had iffy fragrance taste, and lately it's just gotten so much better. And then I found out that Sarah and Bree were over here building this secret Xerjoff collection, and I found out at the tail end of this, and I was like, "What? Y'all got stuff? Let's talk about it." And and obviously, if I want to have a really good Xerjoff conversation, I think a lot of people are figuring this out lately. You want to get Rafa Xerjoff, that's Amore, involved, because the reality is that he knows everything, like literally about Xerjoff. He knows stuff that people at the company are forgetting already. Like he knows all the fragrances, story, no, like all the stuff. He's on it. So he will be joining us here in a little while, and there are several fragrances that we have outlined to talk about as a group that Rafa will walk us through that conversation. So before he gets here, I figure we cheat a little bit. You got anything off the radar that you want to talk about first?
Um, you go first.
I'll go first off the bat. Sure. This one right here, I've been dying to talk about a little more. And this is page 13. And this thing right here is one of their super limited fragrances. This is a crazy amber, um, spice, sweet, just I don't know how many other words to add to it besides the fact that the presentation is crazy, and is probably as dangerous as it looks. Those are real barbed wires there, so you have to hold it ever so carefully. But the scent experience is amazing. I had a sample of it, and then I saw the price tag, and then I was like, nah, I'm good. And then I came back, and I was like flirting with the idea, and finally I came back and said, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. And I absolutely love this. I feel like the dent is happening way faster than it should for this one. So we're probably going to put this in the back of the collection for a little while and let that chill. And additionally, hide it from Nika because she don't know how to spray like a normal person.
No, she doesn't.
No,
Jesus
no, she
Christ.
doesn't. That's right. Right. I'm glad we agree. All right. It is what it
um,
is.
I gotta get mine really quick because I that's what I forgot to bring, but it's really, really good.
Okay.
Look at the way they all follow her.
Did you see my really crappy gang? Come on, get out of here. Let's go. Come on. All right. Oh, okay. Here we go. My current one that I feel like I'm just like I can't get enough of. Hey, chill, chill, just chill. Everyone chill. Uh, is Chico Dama, which I don't really think
Mm,
gets enough love.
it does
And
not
like,
these days.
there's no reason for it not to, because this is like an everyday elegant. I've been calling it clean luxury this last week, but this is an everyday clean luxury scent. And I've said it before, and this is like a compliment. It just smells like the most luxurious soap ever. So
It
like
is
if
a
somebody
compliment.
it is. If somebody walked by me, like this smells like just like somebody like a wealthy person walking past you on like Rodeo Drive sort of thing. Like it doesn't scream, it's just so good. It smells like luxury.
Which is the
Like
one that was the wash that your body wash one. The one that we joke about. Is that Pika or
Apollonia.
is that
Yes.
It's
okay?
Apollonia.
And that was the joke about that, because I always say, like,
I
I
like
I'm
it.
think
using
I
my
don't care.
words correctly.
you know what we mean when we say this smells like a very luxurious, expensive soap. And then, but to somebody that may sound like you're saying that smells like a $50 Dove, and it's like, that's not what
No.
I mean. That's not what I mean. I don't mean it smells like regular soap, just
Oh
amped
no.
up. I mean, it's a very different. It's a very clean scent. The experience is clean, but it doesn't smell like dial soap. Put it in a nice bottle. That I wouldn't even pick that up if that were the case. But no, this is it's a descriptions are important for those reasons, because somebody might be like, yo, they're paying that for that. No, it's a very, very, very nice fragrance.
Real quick, is it, if I click log in and stream this to my audience, will it kick me off of here?
If you do what?
On the top, it says stream this to your audience.
But
If I click
but
that, will it kick me off?
you are streaming it into your audience.
Okay. Are you sure?
Where are you
I'm like
seeing that
looking
at?
right now. The top of this is like a web
StreamYard.
browser. Yeah, StreamYard.
No, you're on
StreamYard.
YouTube. I'm looking at you on YouTube.
So, like on my page?
Can you check Sarah's page on that?
That's what I'm like. So this would be considered, I would think, probably my first YouTube live, because I don't do them because I don't know how to do them.
All right,
Obviously.
let me obviously. Um,
Hi, Papa.
all right, let's see. Okay, yeah, press that button you saw.
Okay, stream this to my.
Yeah. So no one on YouTube has been seeing you look ridiculous unless they were on my page. You're great.
Perfect. Okay,
Okay,
this seems pretty easy going. It's okay. It's happening. Wonderful.
it's happening. You're good.
She
I feel
dipped.
like she's off.
She dipped. She went to her own audience. She's
Yep,
like,
she
bye guys.
never press the buttons. Just don't press the buttons. All right. Well, hey folks, this is what happens sometimes. We're living in a real world where real stuff happens. Um, People get kicked off sometimes for pressing buttons. I think she's back. I think she's back. Yes, she is.
All right.
Is she?
Am I? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't hear me?
Mm.
Okay. All right.
Oh man, we're
There we
having
go.
technical difficulties, folks. Any good Amouage Outlander clone? I don't know. I don't know about a good clone for it. I know I personally like that fragrance, but I don't know about. I'm the worst person to ask about clones. To be fair, like I'm not on it like that. So Sarah
Apollonia
came
is
back
the
on, and I
soap one.
feel all right. You know what? Sarah's gonna figure her thing out. Bree, what do
Mm.
you give us a little off the cuff one?
Oh my gosh. My most recent one is the Decus. I only have a decant of it. And Sarah's trying to convince me that this isn't.
Are you muted?
No.
Oh,
I can hear her.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can
I
hear you.
don't hear
I don't know why you
anything.
can't hear. I'm gonna do this.
Anyway, Sarah was trying to convince me that this isn't
Mm,
very, very
yep, not here.
weak
This is
because I can barely
man
smell
when
it.
when all.
Trying to convince me that this isn't. Oh, now I hear
Oh
myself.
yeah, your audio's fine. It's me.
Oh, now I hear myself.
Your audio's fine. It's me. All right. How's your audio over there, Sarah? I think this
I
this
can
thing's all
hear.
over the place now.
Okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna go to the.
Okay, I hear you on the other one. This is terrible.
Let's just do this. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna stop. It's fine. I'll figure it out next time.
Okay,
I need
this is gonna
someone
be a problem
to.
for me now because now I
What?
can hear you on
Yeah.
this, but it's way behind, and I for some reason it just muted what's going on over here. I don't.
That's why I'm
Something
glad I'm just
happened
a
after you
passenger.
left.
Mom and Dad can fight about which direction to go. I'm just a passenger over here.
It's gonna catch up. It
I
always
wonder
does.
if I get out and come back in if everything cuts off altogether, but I can't hear anything. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay, how about now?
Hey, why don't you two chat amongst each other while I figure something over here out?
Yeah, this is going well. So yeah, I don't really know how to use StreamYard, but I feel like probably if this isn't a good opportunity to figure out that that's necessary to be able to get on these, then I don't know what is. How's it going over there?
I'm good. I'm trying to keep my dog out of here as he's trying to get on the bed with his old gimpy legs to smell perfume with me and you guys.
Oh, well, tell me more about decaf.
Oh, is that how you say it? Decas? I've been saying it wrong the whole time. I say everything
Well,
wrong.
I could be saying it wrong. I don't know. I love this one, by the way. It's
I know
so
you
good.
do. And I don't dislike it, but it's just so light on me. And I'm like, I want something to smell like I'm wearing a fragrance as to questioning, am I wearing a fragrance? Like, I need to know. Maybe that's just my personality. I like it. I just wish it was stronger.
I do not get
Or
that same experience.
or it's a watered down decant. It's possible it's a watered down decant.
I feel like so I just spray behind my ears, and then I do my wrists. I think this one sometimes I'll do like a spritz behind my neck, but I get this one pretty strong, honestly. Like, yeah, I always get this one really strong. It might be too strong, so like maybe if you're
Yeah, it ain't
spraying
doing nothing.
where you can smell it,
Now, my
Mm-hmm.
question is, can they hear me?
I
We
can
can
hear
hear you
you.
now.
Oh, you're coming. Okay, there it is. We see you now
God
too.
damn, they do hear me. All right, I'm logging out. I'm logging out, logging back in. This whole thing might crash, but this is crazy. This is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on here. My bad, folks. Technical difficulties. Like I said, I don't know what the hell is going on with this.
Can
I
you
don't see
see
what happens
us and hear us?
if I just leave. If I just leave.
Hi.
Yeah. Yep. All the good stuff.
Oh, there's a lag
Only
on
thing I
your
can't do
end.
is
I
hear you.
hear.
Not understanding why. Yeah.
Bye, Rico.
um, well, more time to talk about decaf because again, this is like, in my opinion, the most unique Xerjoff that I've smelled ever. What can you at least do? You at least think that? So this is really strong to my nose. It's like it's blowing out my nostrils. It's so strong.
No. Okay, so maybe I almost wanna like make you send me a sample of
Yeah,
from your
I think I
bottle
should.
because like does your juice look like a different color?
I think it looks the same. Yeah, it looks the same.
Yours looks darker. Mine
Mine
looks
could
yellow
also
and yours
be.
looks orange.
Yeah, mine does look pretty orange. Is that? Yeah. It's yellowish. I can't really tell the difference in color because this is also frosted glass and there is a ring light that's making it brighter.
To me, Naxos is super original. It's like a version of tobacco I had never smelled before that. But you don't like Naxos.
I'm gonna get a decant because I feel like I should because I know that I'm the only one in the world that doesn't think it's like, top three Xerjoffs, but and I just don't like I can't appreciate it enough to have it in my collection, which is insane because like I bought this instead of that one because I was just like, this will definitely like be one that I can wear when a lot of other people are wearing Naxos. Because this has tobacco. It just happens to also have like a tuberose note and mandarin.
Mhm.
And I feel like the way that they are blended is such an incredible, unique way to do tobacco as well. And it's just like, I don't know, so elegant to me. I really love this one. It's elegant, but it has an air of like playfulness to it. I mean, how do you even do that with tobacco? Like, I don't know how they did that, but I love it.
I think I might just buy
Okay,
a whole
I think
bottle
I'm
and
back
see what
now.
happens. Because worst case scenario, I can get it for fairly cheap and just use it, like go crazy, spray like
All right.
Rico's woman.
I don't think you need to. Like, Rico, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. We are good. I see Rafa is in here as well. We was dealing with some. I'm still currently dealing with it, but we'll
Can
figure
you?
it out.
But you can hear and see, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Yes,
good. That's what's important. You know what I
mhm.
mean?
That is most important. It absolutely is.
Rachel,
Okay.
what are you doing on here, Rachel?
Boom, 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 boom. All right.
Okay.
All right, hang on. Let me get situated
All
now all
right.
over again. All right. And now that I am situated once again, let me get Rafa in here.
Well, I would love to hear his thoughts on decaf because I feel like decaf is so different. Hello.
Hi.
Rafa, what's up, bro?
Oh no, we can't hear him.
Yeah, I can't hear him. I was like, maybe it's
Oh
me.
man, yo,
Chill,
I'm
chill, chill,
telling you,
chill,
the
chill, chill,
system
chill.
is
Hey,
against us.
hey, enough, enough.
I I I can't hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I
He
can
can't
hear
hear
you.
us.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh,
okay,
now I
okay,
can
there we
hear
go.
you.
Boom.
There it is.
Woo.
Okay.
Okay, the
Hi,
live officially
Rico,
starts now. That other thing was just
Bree,
preamble.
Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
How are you? How's everything going?
Good. How are you?
Well, pretty good, pretty good. Getting a little bit busy just before the stream, so it's kind of like just before, but it's okay.
Well, you came at a
He's a
good time.
pro.
We're
He'll
talking
manage.
about
Decas,
decaf.
decas.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's the first
what's
time
the
that
proper
actually.
pronunciation?
I'm sorry.
What's the proper pronunciation?
Decas is because it means 10.
Decas.
Decas are like
Well,
Like a decade.
10-year anniversary.
I was
10-year
right.
anniversary. Basically, that's the meaning of decas. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little brief explanation about it. Well, my name is Rafael Balarezo. I'm being collaborating with Xerjoff since, well, I met them in 2016. In 2015, I entered into the fragrance community, mainly on YouTube and Facebook. And in 2016, I met the team. I met Sergio Momo, the owner of Xerjoff, as well as the other owner. And in 2018, when they released the website, Xerjoff Universe, at the end of September 2018, I started collaborating with them, basically an honore. And I started last year, I started working for them officially. And the story of Sergio is very, very, to like make a more compressed story about it. I started at the end of 2006. Sergio Momo used to make a little perfumes for his family. His family loved perfumery for many, many years before, and he started like creating some of the perfumes. Then he moved to London, and he started design. And in London, actually, is partial of the name what this Italian luxury brand called Xerjoff started there in London when his colleagues used to call him Sir. Yes, Sir, 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 everything Sir. And his grandmother used to call him Joff. So that's why it's Sir Joff.
Oh wow. I never
Sir
knew that.
Joff. Yeah. It's
I
no
just found
Sir
that out.
Joff, it's no Church Joff. No, it's Sir Joff. Yes.
Xerjoff.
And this year, coincidentally, the brand is going to celebrate 20-year anniversary with a huge event in Milan at
Nice.
the same time that Essence happened. And
Nice.
I've been noticing something, especially with you, Sarah. Sometimes I would love to post everything that you actually share with me, but let me give you a little explanation about the bottles. As you see, this is a very peculiar bottle. You know, it's very unique. It's one of the signature presence in fragrance in the fragrance market. And this cup is very unique cup. The inspiration came from in Torino, where actually where the brand is located, Torino. Um, there's the second largest Egyptian museum in the world. So it's like a 4-story museum. It's incredible. And there, the second owner of Xerjoff, she got inspired by this kind of like to design this cup by the crown of the kings in that museum. And that's how she actually designed this cup and make it very peculiar. Back in the day, like in between 2009 to 2017, the bottles looked very square, but it was a problem with those bottles. In the corners of the bottles, the glass, if you see the glass here, is very thick, right? Well, if something bumpy like this, like, for example, nothing's gonna happen. But back then, our kind of like it has shoulders over here, like a very square bottle. So in the corner, when you used to bump, or you just by mistake bump it out with another bottle, it cracked in that part. That's why the brand decided to actually change the bottle. As you can see, it's very ergonomic, and you can grab it and hold it pretty good, and it's a thick glass. And in every single cup, even in the Casamorati line, if you can see, it says Xerjoff. And that's the part that I want to talk to you, Sarah. We put the name there. I put the name there because this is the proper way to display our perfumes. So,
You know,
it's not like
it's so
that.
funny.
It's not like this.
And don't mess it up, Sarah.
No,
I was like,
no,
all of mine are on differently. Like they're all over the place.
I
no,
knew
no,
something was
no.
coming, and that's why I wanted to talk to you, Sarah. Gotta bump
Plus,
everything.
it's the Egyptian. Like, yeah, you got to get it right.
Mhm.
You know what's like really funny?
Yo,
Like I thought it
literally.
was gonna be about the Egyptian thing because I was like, hey, I got one of those right here.
Oh, nice. Wow. Well, in Casamorati, we also have that. They printed out Casamorati in the cup in order for you to guide yourself, you know, to put it in the right way. So at the end, you can actually display your bottles in the way that you want it. But
Absolutely.
pretty much, this is like the way that I actually, if you actually see part of the team, my colleagues through our events in Italy, in Europe, even here in North America, you will notice that every single one of us will start going bottle by bottle, you know, try to put display this way. And yeah, that's about it.
That's all right.
Well, we already said your
All
moment.
right.
This Italian luxury brand is from Torino, hence the name of the collection, Torino. And I see that you actually talk about decas. You guys were talking about decas, and decas is basically this perfume is part of the 1861 collection. And if you notice, it has the colors of the Italian flag. Why? And why 1861? Why they put it 1861? Because in 1861, Italy got unified by Camillo Benso de Cavour. Hence the name of another perfume called Via Cavour. So Decas is an homage to that unification. And when they brought it up, that they released that collection was to celebrate the 150-year anniversary of the unification of Italy. So they started with Renaissance, which is the Renaissance era, Zefiro, which is an homage to Rome, and Naxos, which is an homage to Sicily. Then 10 years later, after that release, they released this one as an homage of the celebrating the 10-year anniversary called Decas, which means 10.
Well, this one is one of my favorites. I think it's, in my opinion, the most unique Xerjoff I've smelled. The way that he mixed like the tobacco with the tuberose, I was just telling Brie, and that mandarin, I've never smelled it done like this. And like the way that it's done and how resinous it is, and how I feel like it's such an elegant, like something that you could wear every day, although I would prefer wearing it like to a nicer occasion. It's just incredible. And again, I've smelled nothing that smells anything similar to this at all.
No.
Ever.
Well,
Ever.
believe it or not, yes, I agree with you. But since it's an homage to the whole entire time that this collection was released, it has certain aspects and facets from each individual perfume that it was released before. So it has a little bit of Naxos and a little bit of Renaissance and a little bit of Naxos, Renaissance, and Zefiro.
Zefiro.
So Zefiro has that Opoponax. It has that bergamot, that citrusy opening, but it's very balsamic when it dries down. Naxos has that kind of honey, lavender, tonka bean. And,
love.
And Renaissance is like you can find it. The only thing that is no presence is the tuberose. And believe it or not, this Decas has tuberose and tobacco and iris, and a little touch of iris.
I just like love the tuberose in here. And it's like funny because I feel like it's done very unisex, and I think a lot of people would see tuberose and be very concerned that it's very feminine, but I think that it's a very, very unisex tuberose in here.
That's the trick. Sergio Momo, he is the only one, the whole entire company, who actually is in charge of selecting the perfumes, put the ideas together, and assemble this, because believe it or not, each perfume that you can see here has a history. There's a story behind of each perfume. So each collection has a history to tell because it's a storytelling perfume. And in this case, for example, back in 2022-23, Sergio got the idea to introduce more tuberose into Sergio's collection. So you will see that also. I don't know if you ever try Quattro Pizzi. Quattro Pizzi has tuberose and coconut, but it has a little touch of tobacco. So the tobacco kind of like toned down that kind of like floral aspect of the tuberose.
Which one is that, you said?
Quattro Pizzi.
Quattro Pizzi.
I haven't tried that.
It's a Casmarati line.
Yeah.
Buddy, chill. It's the white. It's like kind of a whitish bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's newer from like, was it Essence last year? Was that something like that?
Was in 2024.
24.
Yeah. It was released in 2024. And basically, this is beautiful also, but it has a little bit of Davana, which makes it more kind of like boozy and woody. To be honest, it's one of those perfumes that you can wear fall, winter, but also because of the coconut, it has that kind of tropical vibe and a green facet. It's stunning. It's stunning. But you need to love tuberose. You need to understand tuberose. And for certain people, you know, tuberose they associate with grandma, like a granny vibes, like even like a cemetery vibes. Mm-hmm. But it's not. And if you actually blend it with tobacco leaf, tobacco blossom, it does the work.
Well, a fan of that whole collection. Naxos is my favorite one, but in terms of that collection, which one do you think is the standout? Which one do you gravitate to the most?
Who, Sarah or me?
You specifically.
To be honest, that's the beauty of Sergio. You know, the more you get, the more you want, and it depends of the mood. It depends of the weather. Sometimes I go more towards, of course, Naxos. But since Deca was released, Deca's kind of like push over Naxos and push over Zephyro. Renaissance, I like Renaissance, but in certain moments, I'm no more like a citrusy, fresh kind of like style
Same.
that I'm wearing.
Same.
And believe it or not, I have another bottle of Decas. I have another bottle. I don't know where is it. Let me see. And it's almost gone. Look at this. You see, so Decas and Naxos, they're like my two. This is Decas. Here's Decas and Naxos. So basically,
My
Decas.
Decas is here. My Naxos is like over here.
Yeah. Well, I used to have the square bottle of Naxos. I used to have 3 of those, and I sold almost 2.5 because I ran out with the half of the first bottle. But I knew that Naxos will be my signature scent until I discovered my beautiful Via Cavour, and then I discovered
the baby maker.
Yeah, the baby maker. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think we lost
that
somebody.
one is. Yeah, she's trying to get back on. She'll be back on hopefully in a second.
All right.
Yeah, Via Cavour I've worn like once, so I'm like very new to it. I just wanted to smell it. Now that I fixed my cap, I'll show you. But I'm actually. I really like this one. I didn't look up the notes before I bought it. I do that a lot. I like to gamble when I'm buying perfumes.
You basically buy and buy.
Yeah, very blind.
Very blind.
So I just wanted to try it, and then when I smelled it, I was like, I think there's oud in here. So then I like looked, and I was like, there is, but it's done. It's not like too in your face.
Wait.
I don't like oud, but
oud?
Yeah.
No, doesn't.
There's no oud.
No, I don't know.
I 100% smell something.
That note came from, but no, there's no. It has cashmere woods. It has caramel. It has a strawberry peach, more like a quince kind of fruit.
There's like maybe it's like it could be the cashmere wood because it smelled like I guess like a more Western oud to me, but I was like, I feel like I'm getting that in the background of this. It's kind of like making whatever it is, it makes it like a little bit deeper, a little bit richer. But I feel like it's still in California at least. I could wear it year round in the evening because it never really gets crazy hot here.
Yes, for sure. That's what I always call Via Cavour. It's my number 1 perfume. I have pretty much. It's like a Sergio boutique here. I have all the perfume. And I still love a lot of these creations, but Via Cavour for me, it checks all the marks, all what you're looking for in a perfume. That's Via Cavour. Via Cavour is signature scent, worthy. Is you can wear it at any time, any season. It's also romantic because it has that kind of chocolate patchouli with the strawberries, quince. So it brings you flowers, if you wear it, it kind of like bring you flowers. Like, okay, you know what? Let's go out, let's have fun, and then you're gonna smell elegant at the same time, very elegant, classy. So I really like it, And every single aspect of perfumery with Via Cavour, it's like an easy reach.
I think it's more of an easy reach if you have a job where you have to like dress nice. I pretty much can wear jeans to work, so like for me it probably wouldn't be an everyday thing. But I mean, a lot of other Xerjoffs are such easy reaches for me. This one is more of like I'm actually like dressing up, going somewhere a little bit nicer. Again, like definitely more evening unless I'm going to something a little bit fancier, but really I don't really do that during the day anyway. Maybe wine tasting. I mean, I could definitely wear it wine tasting and you do that during the day, but I feel like for work this is for my work, this is way too nice.
Yeah, yeah. You want something darker that is kind of similar, but more like in a very, very way, like a berries way. Try to get a sample. Well, you don't sample, but this is kind of like the darker version of Via Kabur. This is called Aurum, which is
Oh,
mean.
you know what? I haven't tried any from that collection.
Oh yeah, that's another
Aurum is good,
story.
yeah.
That Kemi, it used to call Kemi, now it's called K collection. K, and they changed the bottles. You know, like for example, I show you this bottle. This is an old bottle of Aurum. So
Yeah.
Oh, she's back.
She's back.
I can't get it to work on my phone anymore.
She's muted, but she's back.
I can hear her.
You hear her?
Yeah, you can't.
I can
hear
hear
you.
Yeah.
You can't hear me?
I hear you. I hear Rafa. I don't hear Bree. I'm not even trying
I'm
to
a
make sense
quiet
of it anymore.
person. Unless you talk. But
You really can't hear her?
I 100% cannot hear Bree. I hear both of you and Bree. And I don't.
Well, you can't hear
I'm not
me.
even going to try to understand why. Yep, and I don't know that either. So, you know what? We'll figure it out. We will. we will make this happen because I'm not. There's no way I can't leave again. I just let me see.
Oh, StreamYard.
Hey, what about these samples we got though?
Yes. Let's get over to the samples.
Yes.
I wish that I can actually send samples to Bree before the live stream, but another time we can do that.
okay.
Yes.
We can have a second part. So
Do you want to
absolutely.
start with 400? Because I haven't smelled that yet, and I know that Bree has the bottle.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah, just tell me what Bree says, all right?
You
Oh, I just heard you. No, yeah. it
You
was
heard me this
laughing.
time?
I saw her laugh and heard you, and I was like, oh, I heard her. Nah, it was you.
All right, here we go. This is going to be my first time smelling it. But Bree and I talked about this a lot. So, like, we just continuously encourage.
Time out. You spoke about, as in she's told you about it a lot, right?
So we go back and forth on like just
Same
like
time.
I guess encouraging each other to buy stuff.
Yes.
I haven't
is
smelled
she
it yet, but
She encouraged you to buy this.
She's a very
no,
bad.
I encouraged her.
Oh.
I didn't have it yet, but I was like, "Hey, have you smelled
did not have
400?"
it, but you encouraged her to do it.
Yeah, I was like, "What do you think?" And then she's like, "Whatever," and then she just bought it.
That's a very interesting way to do it.
We do that. It's like a back and forth fun game.
Very manipulative in a way.
We co-sign each other.
Yeah, we co-sign each other. That's what it is.
All right.
And
well.
this smells really beautiful, like pretty.
Let's see. What are we looking at?
So this is like this one gets a lot of praise
Is it
online.
anywhere near what you were expecting? That's always the question
Yes.
I ask about. Like, is this in the direction that you thought it was gonna go? And from there, I take on the conversation. But how close is it to your expectations?
I would say pretty close. So like, okay, so you know how like Naxos is probably the most popular, if not the most popular Xerjoff, right?
Sure.
And it's the only popular one that I don't have because it's for some reason just didn't do it for me. Okay. Everyone talks about how this is like in the ballpark of, but it does things very differently. And I see what they're saying, and I like this one more.
You like this one in it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's like a floral feel.
I do like this, but I gotta be like, this is not the one that's coming for Naxos' spot any day. Like, Naxos is so secure in his position, it is tough to play with that one.
I will get a sample of it to like have, because you know obviously like taste changes, and maybe one day that'll be like my banger fragrance. But after I smelled Decaf, I was like, for me, like I would never. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. Like I would never reach for Naxos over Decaf, because like Decaf for me is like a complete jack of all trades.
That's an interesting way to go with it. Interestingly enough, I believe Rafa shares that sentiment with you. Um, but I love Naxos too much. Like I do enjoy, and I blind bought Decas because I heard Rafa talking about it. I'm like, yo, the way he's talking about this is better than Naxos. I bought it. I love it. I rock it. But Naxos, ain't nobody playing with Naxos though. Naxos got the game locked down, bro. Naxos got something different going on.
Deckhast was my first Xerjoff blind buy, and I was just like, I saw a deal on it, and I was like, I like the bottle.
Mhm.
Um, and then Rico was like, "Oh, you know what? I think it'd be up your alley." And then I got it, and I smelled it, and I was like, not what I expected, but literally never smelled anything that has like combined these notes like this before. And I just feel like it's one of those things that's so unique. Whenever it's like a cool night here, I just reach for it. Like it's one of my, it's not going to be a big dent because I have a lot of bottles, obviously, but like this is one of my bigger dents because I use it a lot. Like I would say, like I easily use this like once a week, which is a pretty insane amount for someone who has a lot of fragrance.
Yeah. That's a fair thing to say. If
Mhm.
people understand how many fragrances and how often you have to rotate just to get enough bang for your
Yeah,
buck for what you've already purchased, one time a week is kind of a lot. I don't think I do one time a week many fragrances.
anything,
If any,
right?
yeah, that's okay.
But this
Well, you
is
like it a
one that
lot.
like sometimes I'll just get out of the shower and I'm like, what am I gonna wear? And like I'll have something planned and I'm like, okay, I just want to have like a cozy night. It's nice and cold outside, which it's not right now, but it's nice and cold outside, and I'll be like, I have to wear like, and I'll tell Brie, I'm like, oh, you know, I think I'm gonna wear this tonight, and then I'll get out of the shower and I'll be like, nah, I put on Decas because I felt like I had to. It's like it's one of those ones I just like can't. What, she's gone again.
Yeah, yeah. There she
It's her
is.
internet. But like I love it. Oh, not so
Meow.
famous YouTuber just said also on his second bottle, which yeah, like
It happens.
I'm gonna go through this bottle. There's a couple of them like I already told you, Pico Valladama is one that like I have to like try to not reach for, and it's so new in my collection, but like I just love how it smells. I love the compliments I get. Hey, chill. Sorry, there's a lot of dogs here. I love the compliments I get every time I wear it. It's like it's just that good. And again, like I think it's crazy that nobody talks about Pico Valladama. It's such a beautiful fragrance.
It is very slept on. Like very. So that's another great question I would have. So for Pico specifically, like when I remember when I first started watching reviewers and stuff, especially right around the time where I think where Richwood was getting a really big, like Richwood was the, if you like patchouli, everybody was talking Richwood at the time. And at that time, same time, I think Pico was buzzing, and then there was a crazy decline where I don't know, like people just, it wasn't as hyped as it was at the moment. Like it had a hot moment, and then I don't know where, and I think it's the people saying that same statement, which is it smells like a luxurious clean, and it's like, are you saying it smells like soap? And I think people take certain statements so literal that they get detracted because it Pico was hot for like hot for a minute, and now you're bringing it back, Sarah. Congratulations.
It's like clean luxury. Like I mean, to me, like that's like I did all clean luxury fragrances this last week, and it's like some of my favorite stuff. Like it was really hot this last week, by the way. So like to be able to smell elegant, but not feel like whatever you're wearing is like cloying because of how hot it is. Like when I say like it got into the 90s, like for some reason we just skipped spring and went straight to summer here. So I wore this to work, and like I don't get a lot of compliments at work because it's work. I wear something every day. They're used to it.
Yeah.
But this was one that like immediate I was there like 5 minutes before someone was like, you just smell so good right now. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm wearing Pico by it's a really good one. Like that one is clean luxury. Apollonia is clean luxury. It just smells really good, but it's also very clean while kind of giving on my female skin goddess vibes, obviously.
Goddess vibes. All right. I don't. I'm gonna look that note up. Um, but I get it. You know what? And by the way, not so famous YouTuber says he wore it to his brother's wedding. So
Oh yeah,
unisex to that extent, and I think often it's
100%.
thought of. I don't know if it's the naming convention, but I think that a lot of guys have strayed away from it, and I don't know if it's the name or what, but it's unisex. It's unisex. It's luxurious. It's clean. It's Pico.
I mean, like I feel like this would smell like if I smelled this on a man, it would just smell like a very refined um wealth whispers kind of scent on him. Like I don't know why a man would not wear this. It would smell incredible. I don't think it's like to me it doesn't lean in either direction. Again, clean luxuries for everybody.
For everybody. That's right.
Well, since we talk about 400 and then Pico Valladama, let me give you the story behind both perfumes.
That's
Okay? Believe it or not, both perfumes were exclusives. They never were part of the Xerjoff universe. They'll never be available to buy in public as in masses, you know. So it was, first of all, 400 was exclusive to Harvey Nichols in London.
mm,
Okay, and it used to come, if you notice, it used to come in a 100 ml bottle. You see, look at this. It's a 100 ml bottle, and this is the 50 ml. So now, if you go to our website, it's only available in the 50 ml, 400. And 400, back in 2021, the contract with Harvey Nickel ended, and now it's available not only on our websites, also worldwide. And 400 is one of the perfumes that I used to call it the white Naxos. Why I call it the white Naxos? Because it has some reminiscence, some notes, some accords from Naxos. But the notes of the 400, I cannot reveal it because this collection calls Join the
join the
Club.
club.
And the Join the Club is like for the customers, the consumers who actually would like to, you know, try this from perfume from these collections. It's up to you. Whatever is actually to you, what you smell it, what you feel it. In this case, 400 is because it's the number where this store, Harvey Nichols, is located in 400 Knightbridge. So
Mm,
that's why. And then there's another perfume called Cambridge,
Cambridge.
also part of the Join the Club collection.
Mm-hmm.
So 400 has definitely orange blossom, you know, because you cannot deny that. It has that honey and orange blossom. Then after that, it's up to you. Whatever you decided, like, oh, it smell like this or it smell like that, it's up to you. But
It's so
basically,
good.
since I smell it,
Smells
I
like good.
fall in love with 400. 400 is beautiful for the spring and summer, believe it or not. But in the spring is actually you can wear it more in the spring than summer because summer it can be cloying as Naxos. But believe it or not, Naxos is an homage to Sicily, which is an Italian island that back in the day it used to be part of Greece. Okay, and then the Italians actually, you know, populated that
Mm,
island. And in Naxos, there's a city called Taormina. I don't know if you heard about it, but recently Tom Ford just released Taormina Orange.
mm,
Okay, so in that city, Taormina, there's is by the coast because it's an island, so it's coast all around, 360. So in that city, Taormina, there's a beach called Naxos. And basically, Naxos is a gourmand perfume. Many people put Naxos like, oh, it's a heavy tobacco.
tobacco.
No,
Yeah.
it has lavender, it has tonka, it has an structure of Fougere vibe with gourmand vibes. So you can pull it on in summer. Try it. Trust me. Naxos in summer, depending of you know how many sprays you're gonna put on. You know, they pull trigger. Just go easy with those, and then you figure it out that you will have another perfume that many people for almost a decade talk about Naxos only for fall and winter, but try it in summer as well as 400. Then if we move to
Oh
Pico
my
Valladama, as
goodness.
you guys mentioned Pico Valladama. Pico Valladama has like it's like a huge story. So I'm gonna just make it quick and faster and short. Pico Valladama was an exclusive perfume for the back in the day for the Russian market. So they actually made it for a boutique over there, an exclusive perfume. And then people start, oh, we need this perfume, we smell it, people start talking about it. Then they make another version of Pico Valladama that, believe it or not, it has leather. And it used to come in a box, in a square box, with even a bracelet with like a ceramic stone.
That sounds nice.
Okay, so that version of Pico Valladama that was exclusive for the airport, and it has a little bit of leather. So I always wanted to smell it. I have a little decan. I don't know where I put it, and it's just picture Pico Valladama that you have with a touch of leather. It was amazing. And then many people start requesting like it's hard to get Pico Valladama. Can we actually get it until Sergio and the whole team decided to, you know what, we're gonna put it on their website. We're gonna start, selling worldwide, and that's how Picobaya Dama became very, very popular back in the day. Not so much,
Yeah.
not so much these days because, first of all, this is an homage to two things. It's very aldehydic, and it has a lot of iris. Okay,
Mm.
Love Iris. Love
yeah,
Iris.
the iris here inside in this perfume is A plus. It's like it's prestige. It's like it's luxury in a bottle. This is elegant. It's opulent. Picobaya Dama. Also be careful with the sprays, but it's super elegant perfume. It's stunning. It's amazing, and well, I wish that so many people can appreciate that because some people at the beginning, as you guys mentioned, like it can be a little bit soapy,
Mm-hmm.
like a luxury soap, but it's not. It's because it's the aldehydes, and also
Yeah.
um, people related to Chanel Number 5. It is related, but it's not because this is more than that, more than any other aldehyde perfume that you smell before. So get a sample, try it because this is elegant in a bottle. This is opulence in a bottle. It's everything that you can like picture yourself going to Monaco to the casino over there. This is the perfect
Mm-hmm.
for that. This is for James Bond. This is for
Mm.
powerful men and women. Like many people associate this because of the name, but Picobaya Dama comes from the book from Alexander Pushkin. It's
Mm.
the king of space. That's what it means, Picobaya Dama.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
so
Okay.
that's what it means. Pico Valladama, the Queen of Space. So seriously, if you read the story of that book, it makes a lot of sense how this is sensual, elegant, and a little bit of enigmatic. So I encourage people to try it. I know a lot of people love vanilla these days. Sweet
Mm-hmm.
man, sweet tooth. Try this aldehydic perfume because you won't be disappointed.
I have somebody not so
Careful.
famous YouTuber says one of my favorites Xerjoff is Alexandria 2 anniversary. Hold that thought. Sheesh, good stuff. I saw that you got the new sketchbook, Rico. I have page 33. We actually have here 13 and 18, these joints right here, and we actually discussed this previously, but you did mention Alexandra 2 anniversary, which we do have right here. Before we discuss that, I kind of want to talk about, and because I think all of us do have at least a sample or Bree, do you have Gibeon?
Mm-hmm.
She has a full bottle.
She has the whole bottle, and we have
Yeah.
the sample. So I think we want to open this up with and for I think we kind of missed this in the beginning with all the technical difficulties we were having. But for those who don't know, and maybe you do, Bree here is also a perfumer, and we love to hear when other and me specifically as a fragrance enthusiast, I love to see fragrance creators, perfumers who enjoy other people's stuff. Like some perfumers are so
Stop.
stuck on like I don't smell. I love perfumers that are like, yeah, I'm a big fan of this other one. And Brie is a amazing perfumer, the Mascot Fragrances. And I thought it was so dope that she wanted to talk about another house. And I wanted to hear your thoughts on Gibeon, especially because this has been making a lot of noise lately under my radar. And as soon as I heard about it, I was like, I need to smell this.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Like a this is one of those luxurious, sexy fragrances as well. But those
Yes.
are my words. Brie, what are yours?
I second all that. So to me, people have their like note eras, and I am in my Iris Oris era. So anything with Oris and Iris, I like need. It's like just come to me. And I saw that this had notes of that, and so I absolutely needed it. This is exactly the way I like Iris to be, and I can appreciate all the different facets of Iris, like different notes, different styles have different uses of the materials, whether it's synthetic or natural. And this, I'm honestly, I would love to know if this was purely synthetic or if there was any naturals, if you had any info on that, just for a purely scientific purposes. But I love how it's powdery, but it's not too masculine leaning, it's not too feminine leaning, and it's got that bright citrus opening. It's so well rounded. It's perfect for any time of year.
Mm.
I just love this one.
And I think the dry down is even better than, like, I don't know. The dry down is just stupid good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you something since you and Sarah, Bree, since you and Sarah bought Gibeon without even testing the product. I would like
That's
to
because
know. I would like to
we're
know.
fragrance addicts. It's a
Yeah,
thrill.
we are frag right? We are frag heads. We just
Yeah.
we see something, but what it makes you buy it just by reading the notes give you
Yeah, the notes.
the notes.
For me, I can't speak for Sarah, but for me, it's just the notes. If the notes are a profile that I am currently obsessing over or have a lifelong obsession over, it's like just take my wallet here, take it. Here you go.
I heard that you're a perfumer, right? So you know that there's also many other notes that are not
Oh
listed.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So, but
yeah, for
it's
sure.
be curious. Like you just go, directly. No, this is the one I'm gonna buy. Because there's only the main notes listed, but there's more. And
And especially when it's on Frangradtica, because they don't always get the notes right at all. Like, I mean, you'd have to look at what's posted from the brand as well as what's on Frangradtica, because those are voted on notes. So I kind of like how Frangradtica has the voted on notes if it's been out a little bit, because it gives you the impression of it, or what the majority of people vote as what it smells like. And that gives you more of a general perception as to what an average person is going to take that scent to smell like versus what the house says the notes are, which are sometimes just marketing, because obviously there's more notes in it than just what are, it would be like a million different notes in there if we listed everything that we put in it.
yes, well, Gibeon was presented in Cannes for the TFWA, and Sergio Momo invited some of our friends, the distributors. Also, we invited influencers. And Gibeon was one of those perfumes that he introduced at the end of September, October. And believe it or not, Gibeon was my scent of the night for the party. And I was, by the door, greeting the people that start coming in. I was with Sergio, right next to Sergio. I started to introduce him. Sergio, this is a new, our friend, a new influencer, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And then some of the guys or the girls, I said, "What are you wearing?" Like, "Oh, you're gonna see it." He, like, yeah, give you. I don't know if you feel that way also, Sarah, but it has a little vintage feeling. It has a little vintage feeling.
Mhm.
It has also, iris is true and
Mhm.
true.
I could get that.
Powdery, but it has also Bulgarian rose that it makes it more velvety and silky. But the cinnamon, at least on my skin, with the nerol in the beginning, it opens the whole entire world of a new perfume. Even though that it has a vintage vibe, I feel that it's something that it could be related to Picobaya Dama or Apollonia because of the iris. But you know, I believe this, in my opinion, at least, is one of the most unique perfumes throughout the whole portfolio. And this is why I always try to, spread the word. Like in Xerjoff, Xerjoff don't follow trends. We make
Yeah.
trends. We don't care if you like your Akigala wood or your vanilla. No, they create a story. They actually collaborated with famous people, Duran Duran, Brian May, Tony Iommi, and then on base of that story, they design the bottle. So, for example, like we made a collaboration with the ATP, the
Mhm.
Association of Tennis Professionals. And if you see the box, just the outer box is full of designs, and it has a meaning. This, it mimics the passage, kind of like the tunnel where the tennis players, the professional tennis players, were getting into the court to start playing the tennis. You see the lights, and then when you see the bottle has those designs. So everything is well put together and an attention to details. Then they're going to the perfume, and the perfume express the idea and the meaning of the collaboration. We give you, believe it or not, this is a name that it came from Namibia. In Namibia, there's a meteorite that it was landed centuries ago, way centuries ago. And in Namibia, there's a town called Gibeon where this meteorite.
Mm.
That's why this perfume, Gibeon, is part of the Shooting Star collection. So this is the Shooting Star collection that it comes with a pouch. And in that pouch, as you know, you see the pouch, this is the pouch. And then if you put what is inside, there's a little meteorite.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes with a certificate. So this is not this is something legit. And this is a token of, attention to details that the
Yeah.
brand has. And it has a meaning because, believe it or not, in different perfumes throughout this collection, the Shooting Stars, they try to use some notes and that actually is part of that town, like in Neo, Allende, for example, the vanilla through and through from Mexico. So Gibeon has that neroli, it has that cinnamon, it has that iris, it has that rose. So I truly love this perfume. And I can see that you guys bought it blindly.
Yeah, I mean, so I feel like I've been like trying to get the like elevated sense lately, and the note breakdown of this kind of lent to that it was going to be a more elevated, sophisticated scent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't place a lot of value on reading the reviews because like as soon as this came out, there's only one review on it was hey there was only one review. Sorry, there's dogs.
Yeah.
There's only one review on it was I think it was TikTok, and it was just like making it seem like it was just this vanilla scent. So then I started reading more on Fragrantica, and they were all over the place. But one girl's description made it seem like it was a very elevated, elegant scent. And I was like, you know what? So far, I've blind bought like I smelled my first two Xerjoffs, which were Uden and Starlight, and I bought those But everything since then has been a blind buy, and all of them have been a hit for me. So like, let me just get it. And then I showed Bree, and she got it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have FOMO if she gets it and she likes it. So let me just get it. So I
That's
got
always a good
it.
reason to buy something.
I mean, why not, right? Like in my Xerjoff collection, every single one has been like crushing it for me lately. So I bought it and I really liked the opening, which again has that like powderiness, has the neroli, which I really like for neroli, especially when it is blended with other things. And I like how it's blended here and like the cinnamon. However, in the dry down is where this one like blew me away. Again, it dries down very creamy, has like this sweet creaminess on my skin, but like somehow has like almost freshness, sweet, creamy, and there's something that like lends to a little bit of freshness to where I don't have an issue wearing it here in the middle of the summer. It would not be cloying.
Yeah,
So there's just, it transitions really well and it's not like linear. And I think like, I don't know how we did it, but it's really good.
yeah. This is one of those Sergio perfume that it has different facets and they're all connected, you know. And it's kind of like having two perfumes in one, because from the daytime it goes to the nighttime really fast and quick. The creaminess that you see at the dry down, kind of like woody creaminess, it's delightful. It's elegant. It's
Mhm.
exquisite. So
Yeah.
that's what I like this perfume so much, because it makes me feel like okay, I'm wearing something that it has a depth, something that is not just a light perfume that is gonna just be linear as you stated, and giving you feel like there's like a collision of different notes that they're dancing together with your skin in the very harmonious way. I love it.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I again like I like the opening, but like later during the workday, you ever like wear a fragrance and then like you're like, who's oh, hold on. Sorry. You ever wear a fragrance and uh later you're like, who smells that good? And then you find out it's you and you're like, oh
It's
wow,
you.
like it transitioned so good. It transitioned like so well that I was like trying to figure out where the smell was coming from. And the whole time it was me. And I was like, okay, this is really, really, and like I remember I texted Bree and I was like, this is a 10 out of 10. Like this is really good. This is better than I even thought it was, and I liked it initially. But
Is
like
that the
once
one
it
that
dried
was on
down, I
your
was like,
jacket? That like someone was smelling your jacket and you're like, oh no. That's
no,
kind of creepy,
actually
but like I
that's
smelled my jacket and then was like, it was really good.
it was Ohm anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Which is really good still, but it was a different smell.
I'm messing everything up.
But it's sweet. It's sweet also, you know, like a sweet leather with almond
Yeah,
luxury. So it's kind of like related a little bit, but not much. But yeah, definitely give you a central. It also
yeah,
lasts on your skin, also on your clothes. It's forever. It's like a powderiness, you know, just resting on your clothing if you spray on your clothing. So yeah, you will leave a really central for a couple hours or maybe more if you leave the room or wherever you are.
I feel like most of my Xerjoffs do that. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Hey,
They're fighting.
sorry. One of my foster dogs is fighting with my other dogs right now. I think we're okay. Hey, hold on. Let me just do a little damage control really quick. They're not playing anymore. Here, come on, Mama. Sorry, it's an adventure every day. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Um, was I just talking about Gibeon? Because, yeah, there's a
I
real
will say
size
this.
difference between some of these dogs.
I'll say this about Gibeon. It definitely is one of those fragrances
All right,
that
Papa, just chill.
the dry as it dry, the more it dries down, the way like it opens very nice. I'm not gonna take that. It opens for me. It opens nice. It opens good. It's not a bad. It's
Hmm.
good. It's a good
But the
fragrance. I
dry
like it.
down.
As it dries down, it becomes like one of those more like irresistible type. Like
Yeah.
it dries down to something way better.
I
Way
have to
better.
completely agree because I'm telling you, like it's one of those ones that like later I was like trying to figure out where that smell was coming from, and I was like, I think that's me. So like I put
That's me.
my hand to my face and I was like, oh my goodness, that is incredible. Like you ever just like look around and I'm just like waiting for somebody to tell me I smell good because it was that good. I was just like,
Like you
someone's
looking
gonna
around
say
like,
it. They
so you
got
don't
to.
wanna say
You got
something?
something to say to me?
Yeah, you wanna maybe I smell. Hey, so Gibeon is super fire. Facts. Now we do have another sample in here
Facts.
that did get mentioned earlier, and I did want to touch on before we got off of here, and it's that Alexandria 2 anniversary.
Yeah.
And this I don't know if Rafa recalls, I hit him up like, all right, like, is it anniversary by name? Is this something that I'm gonna need in my life? And he was like, Rico, if you like two, it's worth it in your life. And I was like, all right, let's see. Now I do enjoy the original too. Hold up, I wanna. There we go.
Well, in the meantime that you spray it really quick, I'm gonna tell Sarah and Bree
Yeah.
the story about Alexandria. Alexandria started with the very first Alexandria, that it was also an exclusive perfume for Fortnum and Mason in London.
Whoa.
Yeah, they have to be, separated.
Yeah, put them all in a different room.
Yeah.
Come here, go. Thank
So
you.
Alexandria 1 was made with a nude that it was 50 years old oud, and they
Oh
only
wow.
made 110 bottles for that.
Oh, nice.
So in few hours, those
Oh,
bottles
yes.
ran out,
That's
sold
nice.
out completely. And then when the store reached out to Sergio and his team, they said we need more. People are asking for this perfume. Like, unfortunately, I reached out to my perfumer and he uses the whole entire 50-year and old oud, but we can create something and figure it out. So that's exactly how Alexandria 2 become alive, because they have to make something
Alexandria.
else, and that's how we got
Alexandria.
Alexandria 2.
Alexandria.
And then to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of that, after making Alexandria 2, Alexandria 3, Alexandria Oriental, and Imperial, which they were exclusive as well, they created this one.
I
Because,
got 3 of those.
yeah, you have
I
those.
need that X
Yep.
because all right, Sarah, you have the
Yes.
Alexandria 2 anniversary, right?
No, I just have the regular. I have a bottle of Alexandria too.
Oh, okay. I thought you had the sample of the anniversary
No,
as
no, I
well.
didn't send her a sample.
Oh,
No.
I didn't
okay,
do that.
okay. All right. Well, in that
Uh,
case, since everybody doesn't have it, we can we got some good history on it. We'll keep the conversation rolling with something we all have. But do know this: Alexandria 2 anniversary. I will say that I have the first one. That's the one I fell in love with. It made me want to buy the other ones, and it's still like it's still the OG to me. So I'm gonna make it my number one. But I think that if you don't have an emotional connection to the OG, you would easily like X more. I think there's something softer and smoother about the scent that just makes it more. I don't know if it's an everyday scent, but if you can make Alexandria an everyday scent for all, this could be closer than the original. But I definitely, yeah, I like this.
Yes,
I, I,
because it
I like it.
has civet. It has civet, and it has an special oud, also kind of like an exclusive oud to make this perfume. So the oud that is in Alexandria 2 is not in this one, but the rest of the ingredients are. So that's
Ah,
why they're trying to kind of like get
mm.
closer to
yeah.
that oud from the
hmm
very first Alexandria.
It's close. It's very close. It's
Yeah,
very close.
to be honest, I'm gonna tell you, I never smelled the very first Alexandria. But I smelled just the very first, editions of Alexandria 2. And I smelled all of Alexandria's, Alexandria Imperial, Oriental, Alexandria 3, which is made by Sergio Momo and Costas. Costas is our UK Xerjoff Ambassador. Alexandria 10 anniversary is also a remarkable chapter of, like a commemorating 10-year anniversary of this perfume. It's really good for the people, of course, who love woody, darker perfumes, and a bit animalic. If you are not into animalic perfumes, you need to sample. Regardless, you need to sample. But
Yes.
this is a perfume that I would recommend you to really, really get a sample. Because to me, I love it. But if you ask me like 11 years ago to smell this one, I would say no, because it happens to me when I smell for the first time alcat or mango.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, gao, ilm. Oh, what is? And then 2 years later, I said, wow, this is so beautiful. I need it.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of what is balsamic accord, balsamic notes, oud, you need to give it a time until your nose start getting, like kind of desensitize your nose from your freshies or your colognes, your aqua de yo, whatever. So you need to get out of there and start to enjoy more oud to actually understand this kind of perfumery.
For those that don't know, and you may not know, we've recently rescued Sarah from that same
Do
place.
not start with me,
That's
man.
exactly where Sarah was. And we went, apparently it was a 2-man mission. Bree and I went in and saved Sarah from that
No,
life to be better
here's
for
what
it.
happened. I got COVID, and after I got COVID, my nose changed. I don't know. There's nothing else to attribute it to. I still like fresh scents, but I just like them a little bit more. Also, I got older, so I don't know. That's probably part of it too.
You got old nose.
I got old nose. Now I'm like you,
The
Rico.
more you the
Hey,
more you
welcome to the
smell
club.
stuff,
It's
the
better
more
over
your
here.
nose changes. It's just that. The more you smell
Your
stuff, your
joints
nose
hurt more, but
evolves.
the fragrances are way better.
I do want to answer a question because somebody asked me what new releases. I can't see it now, but somebody asked me what new releases I'm excited about. And I just want to quickly say I don't usually follow new releases. I usually like dig up stuff that no one has talked about for ages, and I usually will buy. Like no one has said anything about Pico Via Dama for ages, and I was just like, I gotta get that bottle. And I love it. Same thing with Decas, and like same thing with, I'm going to segue into the next fragrance, which is, by the way, my scent of the day, Casmarati 1888. No one has said anything about that in
Mm.
ages, but I like saw it and I saw the notes and I was like, let's go. And I'm wearing it today and I got a compliment from the only person I've seen all day. Well, I mean, I saw other people, but I went and I had coffee with my bestie
And you
and
asked me about it, and I told you get it immediately.
yeah,
You have to.
Hmm.
yes.
Yeah,
Don't
But
man.
the
want to forget
notes
that.
were
You
like,
mentioned a lot of detail. You didn't mention that one.
well, yeah. Well, apparently I
Yeah, my
only
bad.
like what is it, Aqua de Jo? So whatever.
Right.
Um, but I smelled this as soon as I got it, and I was like, oh, this is nice. I
Yes.
was very concerned because the carnation, because I'm not the biggest carnation fan, but like the way that this is blended, it just gives it like a touch of a throwback feel. And actually, for me, I like fragrances that do have like just a touch of a throwback feel. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it elevates them and gives them a little bit more sexiness. And this is definitely all of that. It smells so good.
Well, since you talk about Casamorati, let me share you. First of all, it's kind of funny because you said like, yeah, I don't go for the new releases much. You just said that, right? You don't.
I don't follow them. So like if they like just happen, like if they're in front of my face and
Yeah.
the notes look good, I'll buy them, but I don't ever go out of my way. And if too many people are talking about them, I won't buy them because I wait until to see who keeps the bottle. Cause when too many people are talking about something, normally that whole thing fades and then all of a sudden they've moved on to the next thing. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the craze that like the hype that goes on.
But
Yeah.
you know that Gideon has 2 months old, right? He just
I know
released.
Gibeon is new, but Gibeon didn't have any reviews at all.
We
Like
break the
nobody
rules,
was
okay?
glazing it. Yeah.
We break our own rules
Yeah.
all the time.
And it like kind of dropped and it was like in America, I feel like it was a more quiet release. Again, like a lot of the releases like everybody's talking about. But the fact that like there wasn't a lot of people talking about it, I was just like, yeah, I'll buy it because it's not hyped, and I like that. Because
I have a
typically the ones
theory.
that aren't hyped, I like. What?
I,
Go ahead.
I have a theory. Xerjoff recently has dropped some dope looking bottles. With the chapters, even the Torino because it's a blue bottle. Um,
Hmm.
the Louis bottles. Gibeon is one of the more recent ones. The bottle is pretty plain looking, and I think people just got caught on the eye candy of
Yeah,
stuff. And when they saw a bottle like this versus these, the social
yeah,
media mind
that's
was like,
probably true.
I don't want to talk about it because the bottle doesn't look as good as the other one without
Yeah,
even smelling it. Because yo, I guarantee you, if people just sample, you don't got to blind buy like
Mm.
Sarah. You can sample stuff. This fragrance will make you want to talk about it more. But
yeah.
we're in a very visual aesthetic state where it's like, if it's
Well,
not
that's the
cool
thing
enough,
though, right? Like that's what drives the hype. And I feel like sometimes they don't really like no one's really talking. It's not that they're not talking about it. They're not like the scent profile isn't on the top of the pyramid the way that the
yeah.
aesthetics are because the scent profile doesn't draw
Welcome to the
people
TikTok era.
To your
Well,
TikTok.
yeah.
Um,
Welcome to the TikTok era.
but that's why I don't go for I don't follow the new releases. I just wait and see like or like you ever just go to like your favorite like wherever you buy fragrances from, look at the front page and be like, okay, let me look at the notes for this. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm buying it. So that's what happened for Gibeon.
Yeah.
It was like on the front page, I read one review that I really liked. The rest of them were like all over the place, and I was like, you know what? And Brie bought it, and I was like, well, I'm not going to be the only one that doesn't buy it. Also,
Yeah.
like you, I always
Sarah
worry about things
influenced
selling
me.
out, but
And
she
then I
bought it like
saw
10
how
minutes
it was
before
just
me.
yeah, I saw it was just
All right.
recently
Well,
released. I was like,
Sarah,
well,
you said that was a segue to the next one. What's the next one?
But Brie
That
was,
was the next one. It was 1888.
Brie
Oh,
was
you
saying
talked about.
something.
Oh,
Sorry, Brie was saying something.
oh, I can't hear her. I never know when she's talking.
Oh,
Still, I
that's
literally
right.
still
You
can't hear
can't
her.
hear her.
I don't know. I gotta
I,
look at her
I'm
face.
used to people talking over me at
I'm
work. It's
sorry about
fine.
that.
I was saying
Please go
Sarah,
ahead.
Sarah had sent that to me, saying like, influence me, because she bought it, and I saw that it was like, whoa, this is something I have never even realized existed. I saw it was released very recently. Then I saw the notes, and I went, okay, just take my money. That's back to my take my money thing. So it's basically we play off of each other, like, oh, we're not going to fall for the hype, but look at this. It just came out and nobody's talking about it. So we're ahead of the hype. So that makes it even more cool because we can be the ones creating the hype.
Yeah, so I was showing her because Rico can't hear.
Yeah, no,
I showed
I'm
Bree.
playing it on the other computer now. I'm just a few seconds
Oh, can
behind.
you hear?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So you heard the story, and then I was just like, when she bought it, I was like, well, I'm not gonna like let her have it, and then it sells out, and then I can't get it. So that's gonna hurt my feelings. So I bought it, and I'm really glad I bought it. So I'm really glad that that went down the way that it went down. Um,
Again, if
Sounds like
anybody doesn't
bragging
know what I'm
rights,
referring
huh?
to, look at these bottles. Look at what people get spoiled with, right? So it's easy to see like you see this. Again, the Alexandrias, the pages, it's a lot of aesthetically
Yeah,
Apollonia.
that's
I
what I
think for
say.
a
Like,
good frag head, though, it's all about the juice. I mean, you can make a bottle as pretty as you can be, but it's the
And I
juice
love this
inside
too.
it
Even when
isn't.
sometimes the bottle is plain, but still that little gem in the front.
oh, you want to see a nice gem? Hold on.
Yes, please bring me your nice gem.
You want to
since
see a real nice gem?
since she left, I'm gonna tell you. Like, I understand some people, throughout all these years that I'm being in this France community, 11 years already. I'm being, I read, I witnessed some people saying like, I don't care about the design because sometimes it's kind of like it's hitting something. But in this case with Sergio, every single bottle, every single perfume has a meaning and a story behind. So when you see a bottle, like for example, you just said that give you, it's kind of like a plain bottle, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so the last time that Sergio released a shooting star perfume was in 2019 with this perfume, and I believe both of you has a sample of this. This is Allende in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And why it looks plain as well as Gideon? Because it is actually in the same collection, Shooting Stars. The Allende is from the meteorite that it lands in Mexico, and the Gideon is the meteorite that it lands in Namibia. So, what is the beauty of a very linear, if you want to call it linear, bottle in this Shooting Star collection? The meteorite that it comes in your package. You see what I mean?
Yes,
Mhm.
and
There's
that is
always
nice.
something new or kind of like impress you with attention to details, because it meaning, oh, shooting star, what is that? Oh, I see, it comes with a pouch with a little meteorite. So that's why every single creation here has a story. And if if I start telling you the stories, like for example, you just talk about the 1888. Look at the bottle. This used to be the bottle. This is the old bottle of the 1888. You see the how the cap looks and everything. Okay, so
Yes.
this is the old bottle of the 1888, and now this is the new bottle of the 1888. And I said before, it says Casamorati on the cap, you know. And
Yeah.
if you figure it out, it says 1888. But if you turn around your bottle, back on the bottle it says Casamorati, and it says from 1888. So do you know the meaning of that?
I would like to think that it means that they established the house in 1888, or the inspiration of the fragrance came from something that occurred in 1888.
Okay, so when Sergio Momo introduced his very first collection called 1717 collection, where Picobaya Dama is there, he started with two perfumes, Om and L.
Mm.
And then he introduced this Shooting Star collection. Then he introduced the what you call it, a Erba Pura Cento collection. Now it's called B collection or Vi collection. Well, many stores back in the day they were asking Sergio, you know what, your perfume brand doesn't sound Italian enough to actually, you know, you're gonna say like Sergio, what is Sergio? And then it's Sergio. No, yeah, but it doesn't sound Italian, and you are an Italian perfume. Well, Sergio decided to find something like, create a perfume brand, like a perfume collection inside of the brand, and he found this house. This house was founded in 1888, but then it was kind of discontinued, and the family decided to stop production of this brand. So Sergio actually contacted this family, and he got the permission, and then he bought the house, and he introduced the house inside of his brand, and that's why it's called Casamorati. So it's Sergio of Casamorati. It's a house inside of the whole entire portfolio. That's why is the reason Casamorati doesn't sound like Shooting Stars, Sergio,
Mhm.
whatever, because it sounds
Is
more.
that also why he kept Casamorati's bottles separate? Everything else,
Yeah,
Kemi turned into the bottles, everything turned in, but Casamorati's were allowed to stay in those bottles, and I always wondered why they
because
kept that collection in the original bottles and
the
didn't just
very
merge it.
first the very first perfume that it was created in Casamorati was this one, Mephisto. Mephisto and Flore. This is olive flower. That's what it means, Flore de Olivo. And if you see, this is kind of like an Art Deco, very like a vintage vibe. And that's pretty much the meaning of like trying to bring the art and the history of Italy in every single creation throughout the Casamorati. For example, Quattro Pizzi is from a palace I believe it's in Florence. Yes, in Florence. And that's a palace, and that's from a very famous family back in the 1800s. So that's why it's called Quattro Pizzi. And if you see, there's a lady inside of the sticker, right?
Mhm.
Well, her husband used to go to, different other cities. He used to be a like a navy, So the rumor has it like he was cheating on her. So every time when he got caught, he always bring pearls and jewelry to her. So that's why if you see Casamorati, you see the pearls all over. Okay, so that's the story of that family. And then actually Netflix made a series about that family.
Really?
Wow.
So
What?
it's a
Wow.
real story, and that's why they got the inspiration with that palace, and that palace called Quattro Pizzi.
That is interesting stuff.
I
It's
love the
Can you
story.
imagine
interesting.
how many more pearls she would have got if she was nosier?
I had a joke there too, but yeah.
uh, you mentioned the fragrance a little while ago. Um, Allende. That
Allende,
is
Mhm.
Allende,
two,
yes.
2018 release, you said, right?
2019,
19.
19.
yeah,
19. You got the sample?
I got it.
yes.
And I think Bree has,
And Brie,
yeah.
now this one right here, I will start off the conversation with, because it's never, until the day it came in the mail, it's never been on my radar.
Yeah.
Not I've when I tell
Just
you not an
interesting.
exaggeration, I don't recall the last time it came up in a conversation. And so with so many the Xerjoff have that are like big time fragrances, when I saw this name, I was like, huh, I don't know. Just and this goes to show like how we're so motivated by what goes on around us. I looked at the name and I was like, I don't know this fragrance. There's the reason why I don't know this fragrance, and I'm assuming it's not for a good reason. People probably did not. That was my thought system, and then I sprayed it, and I was like, "Yo, this is probably one of the more gourmand leaning in a pure gourmand route that I've probably smelled from Xerjoff. Like, this is pure gourmand notes.
It literally smells like this should be your signature scent. It is interesting
That's
that
what
you've
I'm
never
saying.
smelled
Like,
it.
and I've never heard anybody say anything about it. Have never tried it.
Mhm.
I've this. I'm telling you right now. If you watch my stuff and you like stuff, and you know I love gourmands, this is like a first stop at Xerjoff, and it's crazy to me that I've never even heard of this fragrance until now. This is dope. I
Well,
love
That
this.
is pretty
it
crazy.
was released the year at the end of 2019, just before we went to the pandemic and the lockdowns. Okay, so in
Oh, that makes
2019 there were
sense.
released two, Allende and Starlight. So many people pay attention to Starlight
Oh,
because of
I
the
think we all have Starlight.
yo, time out. Because here's the thing, and I go back to my theory. It came out side by side with Starlight. Starlight was gourmand also. Starlight had a cool bottle.
It does, yeah.
yeah, because he's reflecting the festivities because
I I,
it was
I think
released
my
in
bottle theory
December.
has something.
It was released in December, and it's kind of like, as you see, kind of like a festivity, like a
Yes,
Mhm.
it's a beautiful
ornament,
bottle.
like a
It's a beautiful
Christmas
bottle. Like,
ornament. But people doesn't realize that this was released in December, and that's why it has those kind of like details in the bottle. And Allende was released before, like a couple months before,
mm,
and Allende has a lot of. It's like a vanilla de Madagascar, through and through. But
yes, you can tell that. You can.
as soon
Super Rico.
That's
Yes,
why I had it before all of you guys, except Ross.
yo, this is like such a. I wish I knew what she said. I'm so delayed. I just stopped trying, but it sounds funny. Um, this is definitely like an up my alley signature scent for me. Like if I had to
Yeah.
do signature style of
yeah,
a house,
Mhm.
this would probably beat a lot of the previous Xerjoffs that have put over it,
Crazy.
with the exception of maybe Symphonium is still
That's on
Like,
my radar. That's one of my next purchases.
oh, you need to get Symphonium.
Oh, I
Symphonium's
know.
so good.
So I'm getting that one at the same, hopefully at the same time as I get Richwood. I'm working on once they're in stock. I'm getting both of them together because I feel like I really like the Stone collection, and I'm just like Pico's 10 out of 10. And well, my favorite bottle in my collection is a 10 out of 10. So
Oh, get that closer.
Yeah, that's all anniversary.
Oh
it's
yes, yeah.
gorgeous.
That's on my radar currently right now. We have the oh well, we have the her his other half over
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, I'm looking for that one too.
Oh,
I
this
need
is
that
so good
bottle.
too.
That's a gorgeous bottle.
yeah.
It's a beautiful
Remember,
scent.
like the very first two perfumes that Sergio created for his brand was Homme and Elle. So that's why this is the anniversary edition, if you want to call it that way. And if you compare to the very first editions, they're more like he when he expressed this, when he introduced this to our guests at the party in Milano in our boutique. He called it like a more for since there's so many new generations getting into perfumery lately, this is more approachable to the new generations
Yep.
version. And it's more, I don't want to call it mass appealing, but it's a new chapter of the very first two that he created. But before we going through to another offering, I would like to ask Bree, do you capture, since you have Allende before, I don't know when you got it, but before Sarah and Rico smelled Allende for the first time, do you get any vibe of like Magnolia vibe in Allende? Like a kind of like, to me, it reminds me the same Magnolia because I have a beach house in my country in Peru, and I used to wear one of those Hawaiian tropic suntan lotion, and it has a lot of magnolia back then. You know, we're talking about 2000, what, like, no, 2000, no, 1997, 1990. And it reminds me when I sprayed this perfume to my brother, say I need it because it brought us back to that
Yeah,
1997, 1998 summer days with a lot of
it is very tropical, like suntan lotion in a elevated way. And the magnolia, for me, I don't smell magnolia. I smell tiare flower because my nose thinks more Hawaiian, but tiare is kind of
close.
or it's like adjacent to it, so it's very close to magnolia. It's like a Hawaiian. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. I think it's a Hawaiian jasmine, but in my mind, it's like the same smell as a magnolia. There's a flower in Hawaii that's the same. Maybe it's a plumeria. I don't know. It's the Hawaiian version of magnolia.
Yeah, it's like a
But
white
it's
flower.
tropical suntanny. Yeah.
Yeah, like white, like a white tropical flower. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and plus the vanilla through and through. Oh,
Exactly.
this is so good. But it amazed me since a lot of people love vanillas. It's just because of this, you know, like opportunity like this, like we can actually be the ones who spread. Hey, listen, there's other perfumes out there, not only from Sergio,
Mm-hmm.
you know, from many brands, many luxury, indie, even artisanal brands that they make such a great perfumes. And
Mm-hmm.
case Allende is one of those that like I like to call hidden gems. It's really good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 All right. Which
100%.
one we got? What's on the agenda next? What we got next here?
Um, I mean, is it Golden Dala? Is that the one that we?
Uh, I have
Brie,
Rico.
which one do you have? Is it Golden
OSL.
Dala?
So how about
You have
OSL?
a little baby one of that.
What? Which
Oh,
one?
oh, this one.
Golden
Golden
Dollar.
Dala.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
kind of want to talk about that because I just took it out of the thing and smelled it, and it's really good.
All
I
right.
like so I haven't smelled the coffee collection, but I just have got that sample of Golden Dala, and I'm
Loving
looking
it.
for it online so I could buy it. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely loving it. So I haven't like ever gone out of my way to smell a coffee fragrance because I'm just like, I smell coffee, but like this is like a fragrance that just happens to have a coffee note. Because for me, like I like that, but I don't like a coffee fragrance. Because if I wanted to smell like coffee, I would just spill coffee on myself. Easy.
Yes, and
Actually,
that's
it's
such a
easier to do than
great
not.
description
Mm.
of it. It's a
Oh,
fragrance with a coffee note in it. This does not smell like a coffee fragrance. Two very different things.
yeah. And like
Ah,
this one, I
this is
feel like
nice.
I'm surprised I haven't smelled it before because it's a very, very up my alley. This is like
Yeah,
110% date night vibes.
yeah. It's
Do you
really
remember
good.
the
It's
first time
really good.
I smelled this
For
with
a
you?
coffee fragrance, and again, like you said, we're gonna call it a coffee fragrance based on the collection it's in and the fact there's coffee in there. But when you smell it, it's not one of those fragrances that remind you of a cup of coffee, which I enjoy those, by the way. Not there's a lot of those that I like, but this doesn't do coffee in that way. Coffee is integrated into the overall scent, but you do not feel like you're stepping out of Starbucks. Like this is a very different type of coffee feel.
Is
Yeah.
there a marijuana note in this?
Yeah.
I swear every time I smell it, I smell marijuana.
Where and
In the Golden Dollar.
Vendala, yeah, I'm gonna tell you the story about the coffee break. Well, the coffee break is an homage from Xerjoff to the, the the trading of the coffee. You know, like in different areas in the world. In this case, Golden Dala is for the Arabic coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? Do you know? Do you guys know what is the meaning of Golden Dala?
No.
What about Golden Mocha?
No.
Well, let me introduce you what is a golden dollar. This is the Arabic
Mm.
coffee pot. This is a golden dollar. So
Beautiful.
hence the name, because in
Mm.
this case with golden dollar, you're gonna find a lot of balsamic nuances. It has hazelnut, but the main core of these three perfumes from the coffee break is saffron, rose, and oud. Believe it or not, it has a little touch of wood, and more like a, like in one case it's more like a cypriol more than wood, but in golden dal and golden green is more like a wood, but it's saffron. It has a lot of saffron, wood, coffee, of course, in three and the three perfumes. Golden mocha is more for, because golden mocha is the Italian coffee pot, and it's, I don't know if you ever see the Italian coffee pot.
Yeah, that.
That's called mocha pot. That's why it's called mocha, and it has more Mediterranean. It's more citrusy. It's very.
That makes sense now. Yeah.
It makes sense. It's kind of like a cold
Oh,
brew
gosh.
coffee.
So
In
good.
Golden Dal is more Arabic. It's more. It has more depth. It has hazelnut. It has
Hmm.
This has oud too.
yeah. It has
Yeah.
all three. Has a little
Yeah.
touch of wood. That's what it
I
makes it.
listen. I bought this a long time ago. You see how I just smelled it again right now. I was like, yo, and I let Nika smell it, and immediately I regretted
Okay.
it. Um.
Has she gone drain your bottle?
Oh yeah, cause the look she did when I showed it to her, I immediately. Now, I'm not, yo. I wish people watching this understood. I'm not joking. As soon as I saw the look in her face, she had that like that.
You're like, never mind. I hate
I
it.
saw a
It's horrible.
light
Don't.
bulb pop up on top of her head, and I was like, God, why did I do that?
She gonna teach us how to spray tomorrow with like 48 sprays of it, and then it's gonna be half the bottle
Yo,
left.
coffee, a very nice use of a smooth oud, no
Oh
skank,
my
no none of that
gosh.
ambery, hazelnut, chocolatey. Like this is a different kind of coffee. I feel like this is gonna be. I'm gonna rock this tomorrow,
Yeah.
maybe.
For example, I bought this my Golden Dala. I bought it in Dubai,
Oh my gosh.
and when I
That
drink
sentence alone sounds amazing.
when
This
when I
is
drink the
so
coffee
good.
there, it's creamy. Like it's kind of
Oof.
like a tea coffee, something like that. It's like
Yeah,
a mix. So it's no
yeah.
coffee heavier, but the chocolate, the hazelnut,
Mm.
the saffron, all these notes combined in Golden Dala makes it more like a very Arabic perfume. So
Yeah.
believe it or
It's got
not,
more depth, he said. I
let
like
me
it.
show you a picture that I took
Oh my
to
gosh.
actually because we just made a promotion of the coffee
Alright,
break.
right on.
We made it like in February, and I took this picture. So this is exactly what you can find in Golden Dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Is that cinnamon in there?
Yeah, the cinnamon, the coffee, the little bit of saffron there.
Yes.
You know, the incensey, kind of like woody, and the rose.
You take
Yeah,
fabulous
this is
photography pictures.
such a beautiful scent and super slept on at this
Oh my
current time.
gosh.
Because when Coffee Break came out, this was making a crazy buzz. Nobody was quiet about it then, but it has quieted down a lot. And it's kind of the natural, process of in the fragrance community. We're like little cats with bright lights. Like the minute you drop a new
Oh
fragrance,
my
we're like, oh,
gosh.
new fragrance, and we forget about the one we loved yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But this Golden Dollar specifically,
Give me 5
y'all
minutes.
need to check that out.
I'll be right back. Give me a couple of minutes, please.
Dale, bro.
Yeah, I'll talk about it. I mean, this is good. This is like when I say I'm gonna buy one before the night's over, I'm definitely gonna do that. Like, and
All right, cool. I'll feel better if I get my El Ohm tonight if you buy Golden Dollar tonight.
So you seriously don't
you're
get
gonna
any
get
kind of, you don't get any like marijuana nut in this?
Oh no. Oh, Ohm. No. Yeah. Well,
Like
you know what's
none.
funny?
the old man
No
version. Yeah,
cannabis?
Ohm.
I don't.
But
I
look at
don't get
this.
cannabis.
Look at this.
That's
See that?
Oh my God. How is she? Never mind.
Right. Because this is glass right here, and that's it. It's like 5, 6 sprays. 6 sprays.
I wear mine enough to where it was on my one jacket, and that's the dent I have. But I don't wear 48 sprays. But also, Bree
No,
is
she doesn't do
asking if
48
you get
either. Like
cannabis.
50 exactly. 50.
Do you get cannabis in Golden Dollar?
No.
I don't either. But also, I live in like Northern
Is that one
California
of the
where I
notes?
smell real
Cannabis?
cat. No, she said she smells it, but I don't smell it. But I smell like the
So
real thing
the
Oh.
like every
first,
time I walk outside.
yeah,
So
mine's like this little
Yeah, that's
baby though.
everywhere you go.
So
You're
I don't
entitled
know
to
if I
oh my
like the fact that it smells
gosh.
like
Yo,
cannabis.
I'm
It smells
telling you,
like
this
yummy
fragrance
cannabis.
right here is gonna be up a lot of alleys. Maybe you missed this when it first came out, and
Yeah.
if we can all as a group of people get past like the media cycles of fragrance and get caught up in the actual notes and the scents of fragrance,
Mm-hmm.
I
I
mean,
get
I
it.
go to the old school stuff. Like, I feel like
Yeah,
whenever I talk
well,
to
you
Bree, it's
do.
always like the
That's
old
not very
stuff.
common. That's not very common because we do as a people. It's not one or two people. It's a community. We kind of get
Yeah.
inspired by somebody else. The FOMO is real.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you
I
know,
think that's the problem. That's kind of why I stopped doing the new, because you know how like the Middle Eastern fragrances have like taken over?
Oof,
how
this
what
Sorry,
fragrance have taken
he's
over?
joking. I feel
this
like Middle Eastern fragrances have been
Oh
taken over.
yeah.
Yeah, that made me fall completely off that boat. I was just like, nah, I'm good. Because
I'm not just
like
trying to
it just
talk
became
hype.
a cash grab.
Yeah,
And that's not what I'm interested in. That's why like I will look up notes, spend some time thinking about it. And then I'm like, okay, what house is like doing well for me right now? That's gonna be like a blind buy that I think I'm gonna like have Brie. I promise Brie will be right back. This just keeps happening. It's her internet.
I'm here.
It's like there's just like this stuff will drop off for a little bit and I'll wait and I'll see like what the reviews are now. Because when something's super hyped, you don't know if it's good or if people are just like, well, I'll get more traction if I like hype this up. Oh, everyone's gone now. Great.
It's just you and me.
no, they're all here. You just got
Okay,
closed
I
up.
was like, what is happening?
Nah, you're there.
That was weird. But like, so even like this one is incredible. But I don't know if I missed the boat on this, but like I don't hear hype about it. It's a gorgeous bottle, and that's obviously why I bought it. But the scent itself is very different. I don't feel like it's not something I have. It's not redundant. That's also why I go towards Xerjoff because I don't have like when I get a Xerjoff, it's not redundant to what I already have.
Right.
So I got that one, and again, I don't think that one's talked about. Really, like you could search all day for reviews. This is not talked about, but this is like the essence of clean luxury, and it's like it's a really good fragrance, and it's one that like in high heat, because like some days, like it gets really hot out here. Like where I live, you can get up to 110 and it's a very dry heat. Like that's going to be
Mhm.
what I wear if I want to like dress up a little bit. Apollonia is incredible, but like
Yeah.
if you look up reviews for Apollonia, I promise you, you're going to find like 2, maybe 3. Unless you're going to Fragrantica, which historically doesn't have like a great track record.
Yeah.
Um, so, yeah, it's just like I don't follow that because I'm telling you, like everyone's just like, okay, let's talk about it because it's brand new. But like, I don't want you to talk about it because it's brand new. I want you to talk about it because it's that good.
Because it's good, right?
It's
Because I
good. Yeah.
want it, because I would want it, or should want it, or whatever the
Yeah,
case may be, right?
like Golden Dollar, this is good, good, and like it's so funny because it's on
Good, good.
strip and my skin, and it's literally transitioning on both of them, which is
All right, I
awesome.
have a
That means
question
it's
then,
like
because
so.
Golden Dollar is clearly a star. And I
Yeah.
blind bought it. I did blind buy it when it first came out.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
and then the rest of the
Ooh.
fragrance came out, the mocha. But of this collection, Rafa, which have you seen
Dala.
has Dala?
Golden Dala. Yeah.
Dala,
Golden
easy, huh?
Dala is it's funny because there are certain people that they don't like Dala, they like Mocha.
Mm.
So it's the same thing. Like with Sergio, you will see more people towards to Naxos than Renaissance or Zephyro. Same thing. Like some people will love Alexandria 3 than Alexandria 2. You know, we go like for example, Om Anniversary. There's a lot of people that love El Anniversary. So because it has peony, has lychee, and that
Beautiful,
that
beautiful
lychee
fragrance.
kind of like people if they go by notes and like Bree and Sarah that just read the notes and say, oh lychee, yeah, and it has a little like a suede leather, like a very very soft and delicate suede leather in this L anniversary. It's beautiful. Besides, the bottle is precious. Like with
Mm-hmm.
gold
Yeah, I need that
flake.
bottle for sure.
The gold flakes
It's
Yeah,
a
I
are
kind
nice
of need
one.
that too.
the gold
It's
flake
pink and pretty.
is pink and pretty. Yeah, pretty in pink. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're gonna smell also. It has jasmine, which is not an indolic jasmine. And
Mm.
that's the beauty of throughout Sergio perfumes. When you're gonna find the jasmine is not gonna become indolic, kind of pissy. No, it's not like that. It's the real way to actually utilize jasmine in perfumery. That it doesn't go too floral or too kind of like vintage grandma kind of like
Hmm.
Yo, damn near animalic. Like some of that jasmine, the jasmine sambac can get real rough on me.
Yeah.
And there's nothing off-putting. And when I read jasmine, I won't blind buy anything that says jasmine, just
yeah.
because one or the other. But there's nothing about this that makes me think, oh man, no,
Which
this is
one? Which one? Which one is
uh
talking?
L anniversary.
L anniversary. Yeah.
N anniversary. This is. I mean, obviously it's Nika's bottle because it's empty, but what's left of it, yeah, this is such a
Well,
dope.
sometimes you need to hold certain floral aspects with certain florals. In case like for example jasmine or ylang ylang, for example. Lately, the Lily of the Valleys banned, because of the lilac. So they created a new a molecule for that.
A
And
synthetic for yeah.
even they created. Talking about that one, we just released a new perfume, and I'm gonna open this bottle because I have to do my unboxing reel. But I'm gonna show you the picture of this bottle. This
Mm.
is our new perfume called Tempio di Aqua, and this is the bottle.
I've
Oh
seen
wow,
that bottle, and I remember
that
thinking this.
bottle's
I
so
don't remember
pretty.
what the notes are right now. I remember
Yeah.
thinking when I read the notes, I was like, those notes look stronger and heavier than the color of that bottle. And I don't remember one note. I just remember thinking that the notes
I
seem
don't care what the
deeper.
notes are, but that bottle needs to
The
make it to
bottle
my
looks
house.
beautiful. The bottle looks like Rainbow Bright. I believe the notes are more like a villain, Skeletor or something. Like it's. I remember watching. I saw the bottle and I told Nick, I was like, "Yo, these notes don't look like they go. That this bottle is pretty and the notes seem more my style." And I don't remember one note off the top of my head, but I remember thinking it was heavier.
Well, I just
Well,
received I just received because I inquire samples of Tempio di Aqua. Okay, so maybe next time we can talk about it in another live stream. And there you go. Like for example, we have the 100 ml. This is 100 ml of Tempio di Aqua,
Wow.
and we have the 30 ml. As you guys know, I guess you, Bree, you have the 1888 in this size, right? The 30 ml.
Yeah, I have the little baby one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 30 ml comes in this, like this Italica. This is
Mm-hmm.
what it comes in here. And
Beautiful.
Tempio di Aqua, do you guys know what is the meaning of Tempio di Aqua?
Mm-mm.
This
No.
is the sample. Tempio di Aqua is it's a temple of water. It's a water temple, a temple of water. So basically, the story behind this is dedicated to that. There's a it's like a palace, but it's more like a natural spa in Italy. Okay,
Wow.
it's a natural. It's a very in the nature. That's an spa that has this kind of like water fountains there, and that's what is inspired to this creation. I don't want to speak more about it because I'm gonna do my reel and then my write up of this perfume. But basically, this perfume captures all the attention. Besides give you at the party in Cannes when Sergio introduced this perfume, hence to the color of the bottle. The color of the bottle is
Mm-hmm.
incredible. But when they smell it, they say, "Oh my god!" Well, I'm gonna spray it because since then I haven't smelled Tempio de Aqua, so this is kind of like breaking news. It has peach, mandarin, fennel,
Fennel.
Wow.
mahonial, which is mahonial is the molecule that I've been telling you guys that is replacing the lily of the valley, and a lot of vanilla. Whoa, oh, let me put it on my skin because
Oh, that's always a good sign.
yeah,
That's
Hmm.
always a good sign.
yeah, this
I
is like
think I need that.
because I wore Giveon at the party. I didn't spray. I was at the yard with the distributors, but I was spraying more Torino 25 and Giveon. And I said like I'll give it another chance when I get the bottle. Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
feels like you are in the in the wild. You're kind of not in the jungle, but you are in the wild. You are outside, very very outdoorsy, if you want to call it that way, with fruitiness and green facets. There's a lot
Mm.
of fruitiness in the opening, which is the peach. The peach gives that kind of silkiness and very like sensual vibe. That's why people were like, when they smell this one, they were like, "Oh my god!" They want the bottle, and you can never go wrong with the color of this use. Take a look.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and also, which is very peculiar in this collection, the Casamorati collection, there most of the perfumes are ultra unisex, right? For example, if you see Quattro Pizzi with that white kind of like pearl, because you see the definition of the color, this is not paint, it's like a reflection, kind of like the same,
Like pearlescence
like
almost.
a pearl essence, exactly.
Yeah.
So because of the pearls of this lady getting from his
Uh-huh.
husband, so in this situation you feel the nature with Tempio di Aqua, and it's fresh. It's perfect for spring and summer, especially spring. Yeah, that's why it reflects all that kind of color, because where are you gonna see the rainbow, that kind of like
Yeah.
a kaleidoscope of colors in this bottle. It's like it's impressive. It reflects exactly what you smell it in this from this bottle.
Yeah, that's a beautiful bottle. I know a lot of people are going to blind buy that bottle because of the bottle alone. Yeah, there she goes.
Nope.
That's her name is
It's a nice
Sarah.
bottle.
It's a
I'm
really
gonna
good
buy L
bottle.
Anniversary because of that bottle. I mean, come on. I don't care what
Well,
it
yeah,
smells
yeah,
like. It's a
facts,
gorgeous
facts.
bottle.
I can't argue that logic.
Well, we figure it out, and then we can, all of you guys can smell this when I start sending the samples to you guys for another live stream.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys have a chance, I have like 15 more minutes, and then we can actually wrap it up. At least on my part, you guys can continue. But what else would you like to talk about it? What about OSL? Since
OSL was the one on my radar next. In
I,
hand, ready to go.
I think I sent Sarah OSL. Yes.
Yes, I have a sample. Bree, do you have that one? OSL?
Mm-mm.
OSL?
Oh,
Yep.
oh my God! Someone is gonna influence someone. So we'll see. Brag rights,
She would
brag-
never.
Funny.
She would never.
I have like so much stuff on my skin, and it's funny because I already had 1888 on my skin because that was my scent of the day. But I just feel like I want to keep spraying
And
stuff.
it doesn't clash though.
Stop.
That's
Is
what's
anything.
crazy to me. I have so much
All right, I have
Xerjoff on
too
me.
much.
And they're all
All of
different
my
and
skin is
they don't
covered.
clash.
I'm gonna have to go on
I
paper
don't think
napkin.
mine do either. I feel like it's going pretty well. Oh, OSL is like
Oh, this
I'm
feels like
stuttering.
this feels like Sarah would
You
automatically.
stuttering.
This feels like this scent will make Sarah relapse and go back to light. This smells to me like luxurious fresh linens.
It's so clean.
Super,
It's so
super
clean.
summertime brunch. Button
This is
shirts. None of the
cleaner
shirts
than
buttons.
any Xerjoff ever, right?
This is what was that statement?
This is like cleaner than any Xerjoff
The
fragrance I've ever
cleanest,
smelled.
the absolute cleanest. This is
It's so clean.
this. Yeah, like there's no like this. You can come up with any other word you like, but no other word will
This is just
suffice
clean.
like clean, just fresh. Like you cannot you if you close your eyes and smell this, you're expecting nothing. If you this is good. This is good, but it's clean. It's clean. It's clean.
It's clean.
I can tell you this. For as much as we can speak nicely about it, if you like skanky ouds, you're gonna find this boring.
I'm
If you like
like
skanky, but
not sure if I can convince Brie to get this because this might be too clean for her. It's not my alley, which is
all right,
really
hang
funny
on.
because I never even
Let
thought
me
about
walk over to the next office and see what they're saying over there.
it.
what kind of occasions do you find that you can wear this perfume most? Occasions.
For me, living in California, I could wear this every single day. But you could dress it up. You could dress it to like a formal meeting, a formal affair. I would still wear it in the evening in the spring and summer here because it could still get hot in the evenings. And it's so clean and it's got like an elegance to it. Which I mean, I feel like if you want to wear a clean fragrance, it's a lot better if there is like something that's a little bit more elevated because I feel like then it's more versatile. I like this a lot. It's very clean and like you can wear this in really high heat here.
Yeah.
I
well,
think you can.
Yeah, OSL is something like many people. That's another hidden gem. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, like when I entered into this community in 2015, people were talking about this one, OSL.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were talking about OSL, and there were another one used to call Tobacco Autobill. Those two, they were the hidden gems, and then people start discovering those. And people were talking about it, but then Tobacco Autobill was discontinued, and OSL was the one that it was kind of like it was saved from the hatch. But
do you have that discontinued one?
oh yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about it? Can you spray it on skin and tell us a fresh opinion of that one?
It's basically impossible to find Tobacco Autobill at this point.
Oh no, I don't listen. I'm a true fragrance lover. I don't have to be able to wear it. I just want to hear your experience. Like that's how I just want to know.
I
how
don't have to
good
eat
would
it.
have
Can I
been.
watch you eat it?
Yeah, exactly. Like tell me how good it was. I don't want it. It's fine.
Can I smell it?
If I have a sample, I'm gonna send you a sample in the next parcel. But let's
Oh
talk
my
about
goodness
OSL.
gracious.
Since you guys, I see that you guys got impressed by this
I
matte,
like it because for
I
matte.
liked it in
me,
the next
where
office
I
too.
live, yeah, that's crazy because I mean, she likes everything though. Like maybe it's not crazy, but this is like, I mean, for somebody that lives in California, if you're gonna buy a Xerjoff that you can wear every day, it's this one. For or Florida, because Florida, like I'm from Florida. Florida gets pretty
Yeah,
freaking hot, but it's more humid, and this would not be cloying in that weather at all.
Don't say you're from Florida. You're from Tampa, and that's different.
Yes.
It's not
Spe-
different.
It's
The
Speaking
only
of
thing,
everybody in
California,
Florida knows that's different. Tampa's
well,
its own
no,
speaking
place.
of
in some
California, are you going to come to Glamcation this year? Xerjoff as Xerjoff representative? That'd be so awesome.
no, because actually, we when we plan our attendance to different events, we actually started from 6 to 8 months before ahead.
Oh, wow.
So, since I started working officially for the brand, I started introducing to my colleagues. So these are the events. I send a list of the events, and they actually decided this one, that one, this one, because besides those events, many people are, because now it's not only Glamcation and
Yeah.
Sense now it's
So
Sense,
many.
like many others, like
Everybody, yeah,
many, like it's gonna be more than Europe in terms of events
yeah.
from now on in here in America. Since in America it's become very popular. If you ask me or ask to yourself 10 years ago, here in America, people don't care about perfumery, don't care at all. They even say like, do you like perfume? No, I don't wear perfume. I'm allergic. But nowadays, like you see kids from below 10 years old to even grandpas following the kids, like, oh, buy me this one. And the grandpa,
Hmm.
yeah. And then, oh, I kind of like this. And then they start buying it. So the age range, instead of being like this, it ramped it up like this, expanded totally
Completely.
from the very early ages to, like we're talking about senior people. And yeah, like in this case, no, we're not gonna attend it because we didn't approach Sarah, but they know about the list that I share with them. And probably, next year, because they're not only here in America, there are also a lot of events in Mexico and in South America,
oh, that's kind of cool.
Chile, in
Yeah.
Colombia,
Very
in
cool.
Brazil, in Argentina.
There's one
So
coming up around the corner in Puerto Rico. Like they're
Puerto Rico is
Really?
another
yeah,
one. Yeah,
yes, a big one's about to pop up in
big
Puerto
one in
Rico,
Puerto
right
Rico.
around the
So
corner.
they actually, some influencers are gonna be there, like Daniel
Yeah,
Rene,
yeah.
Jeremy. They're like they start getting more because they see what it happens throughout these years in Italy with the Sans, PDP, Fragrance, Cannes,
Hmm.
also Dubai Beauty World. They wanted that in this side of the planet, So that's cool because I like to see more people getting into it.
Yeah, for
Going
sure.
back to OSL, there's two florals, if you want to call it that way, that to me give you serenity, and that's petitgrain and lavender. So, like our grandmas, they used to use a lot of lavender to actually calm you down,
Mm.
you know. So, petitgrain is another one that it calms you down. That's why you feel like it
Mm.
smells so clean and so calm and relaxed. That's why you call it fresh. It's clean, fresh, but it has lately, probably in the last, I don't know when YSL myself was released in 2021, I guess, 2022, something like that. When the orange blossom became more popular because of it was before, throughout niche perfumery. Now designers
Mm.
has orange blossom like everywhere. Even in the Middle Eastern perfumes, they have a orange blossom and they access to use the orange blossom. Well, this OSL was made it in
Mm.
2013. Yeah, 13, I believe. And believe it or not, this one has petitgrain and orange blossom. Has a little bit of jasmine. There you go, Rico. So it has floral aspect. And many people compare, if you go to Fragrantica, other outlets like Base Notes and what is the other one, Parfumo, Many people compare with, if you ever smell Le Mal Fleur de Le Mal, the white bottle. Yeah,
I've
if you ever smell that one, it's very unique. Le Mal bottle. It's the only one bottle that is white and kind of like a ceramic bottle. Well, many people compare OSL with that one, but this is luxury. The way that compared to that one, I agree what they're saying is related, but the Peregrine and the Orange Blossom with the Jasmine here is stunning. It's stunning through and through. I love it a lot. And the brand made it back in 2019 a bottle in a Swarovski crystals for the Qatar outlet, the market. And the Swarovski crystal used to represent the Qatar flag.
I've seen that bottle.
And they choose OSL for that.
Yeah, I like that bottle. I've seen it on. Hey,
It's elegant. It's very opulent. I related a lot with also 400. If you compare, that's what I send you 400 and OSL on purpose, and you will tell me like one is kind of one night and day. They're related somehow. 400 and OSL. So
400 is so good.
which one?
It's so good. It's like
400?
intoxicatingly good. 400, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Rafa, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
And we have another friend in here, St. Charles Perfume, that will be at Glamcation this year as well. Did speak on it. Could you elaborate a little more? They left a comment said, could you explain the note, Mahanol, more and elaborate on why it's replacing Lily of the Valley?
Yeah,
I'm wondering what the difference is.
Mahonial. The problem is like back in 2020, the IFF, the IFRA,
Yeah, it's an IFRA thing.
the
They
IFRA
limited it.
decided to like, oh my God, someone made a complaint about and always so allergic. Oh no! And if you go and read about Lily of the Valley, they call it like the poisonous plant. So they actually started, banning the Lily of the Valley. So by 2000, April 2021, I believe, every single brand in the whole industry, they have to remove that. So there are certain perfumes that they have a lot of Lily of the Valley. And, in a magical way, they came out with a new molecule that represents the Lily of the Valley, in this case, Mahonia.
Mm-hmm.
So the molecule that it used to be like they extracted and they created from the Lily of the Valley was Lilial.
Yeah, Lilial's restricted now.
When they ban the Lilial, you have to remove the Lilials. How you gonna replicate the Lilial? Well, give you the solution and give you Mahonial for that, and that's about it. So if you are very exquisite, if you are very picky for your vintage bottle, vintage perfumes, you're gonna see like, oh yeah, there's a big difference between Alexandria 2 nowadays with back then. No, it's just, like you cannot go against IFRA. So you need to, you need to go according to what they said. And to be honest, for new people, new generations, they're not gonna know they're not gonna see the difference, because if you go to TikTok, they just whatever it is actually makes them feel happy,
right?
What they go for. But if you are becoming like a frag head, like starting, for example, start getting. I had this, like for example, oils, and I started smelling the real cardamom, the real ingredients, like whatever ingredient you want to call it, like tonka bean, lavender, lavadine. And then, for example, I have molecules here. So the molecules are even more like, wow, this is how it smells. Akigala wood smell like that. Oh my God, Etzel Motul smell like that. So I have more here. So when you start getting into that kind of route, yeah, you're gonna figure it out like you actually transition to another phase in your perfume journey. So I'm gonna wait until probably 3 or 5 more years. All these, new generation who loves perfumery nowadays, they're gonna become one of us. That we
Oh yeah, for sure.
many years in perfume in the perfume industry and in the fragrance in the fragrance community, that they're gonna become an expert because they're young, enthusiastic, energetic. So they're gonna get into it and they're gonna start saying that, you know what, I'm gonna create my own perfume. So pretty soon we're gonna see another, Quentin Beach and Jean Claude Elena and so on and so forth. So we'll
For
see.
sure.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll see, but yeah, that's exactly what I always say. Like when people ask me, oh my God, they do the some sort of reformulation. You need to follow what Ifra says. So in this case, instead of using the lily of the valley, they use mahonia.
There it is. There is your full response, bro. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate the and again, St. Charles, thank you very much for
Yeah,
the
like
additional
who's that?
information.
Saint Charles is a
Yeah,
material only available for Givaudan. That's what I said. Like Givaudan
yeah.
it's like they produce that, and because, like I said, they ban the Lilial, and voila, they give you like a gift. This is my gift from Givaudan. So that's
Hey, and they're killing it because if they're the only show, they are very much profiting from
if,
that gift. So
if you
shout out to
smell
them.
the regular Ambroxan and compared to Ambrox Fizz,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you will see the difference.
Right.
So, like,
Yeah.
I understand why Ambrox Fizz is getting so much attention now, especially from the designer aspect, because it's kind of like tingle your noses. It's like it opens the olfactory sensitive. Like, oh my God, yeah, that smells so good. Yeah, because it's kind of like a trick, and it's all molecules. So pretty much, natural perfumery in probably 5 or 7 years, they're gonna become less and less and less. Here in America, we still have some brands that they're still natural,
Mhm.
like roll perfumery. But little by little, everything's gonna become a molecule. So it doesn't matter if it's too. I don't call it synthetic; it's molecules. So it's very more chemistry. So you need to only know how to blend the perfume, because you can access whatever molecule or oils from different, flavor houses, but the key is how to blend it, as you see in these perfumes, in most of these Xerjoff perfumes that are perfectly blended. They were testing over and over and over, spent quality time, months, even a couple of years. I don't know which is the perfume that I smell 2 years before it was released. Oh, it was the sketchbooks. The sketchbook,
Mhm.
the P13, the 18, the 7.
18 and yeah, 18,
They're like
13.
that's why it's costly, but it was like a lot of years in the making. So, and the bottles are stunning. It's super beautiful. I don't know if I'm gonna damage this to Sarah and Bree, but let me show you the presentation of this one. This is called a sketchbook P13, and it's numbered. This is 107. I don't know if you can see there. And this is exclusive to our Sergio website, and it's limited. It's only 150 bottles released. Yeah, Rico has it. It's a lot of, one, it has tuberose, tobacco, violet. This is the presentation. It comes like this. And it comes with like that. And then, yeah, this is the bottle.
Beautiful.
This is the bottle. This
Amazing presentation.
is P13. And look at this.
Yeah.
Yo, and if you love, and he spoke about this noter, orange blossom, a yo, this is a masterclass in orange blossom.
And I wish that we can talk more about it because we haven't touched, for example, Sergio, the the spirit of this brand is actually to give you a multisensorial experience. That's the spirit of the of Sergio. Give you a multisensorial experience, such as, for example, tennis. The
Yeah.
ATP Tour Nero Finals, ATP Tour collection, the Torino from 21 to 25, because the ATP moved the finals from London to Torino, and they decided to play the finals from the ATP, from the Association Tennis Professional, from 2021 to 2025. That's why you have each year a new release. But the ATP decided to extend it to two more years, but Sergio decided not to do it anymore.
Oh.
So Torino 25 is the last perfume in the collection. So this is the last, and it's gonna be no more Torinos. This is the last, and gonna be they're gonna move all these perfumes to the JTC collection, to the Johnny the Club collection. And Duran Duran, we made a collaboration with Duran Duran. Let me bring the.
Are they gonna change the? Well, I don't know if you know this yet, but they're already blue bottles. Are they going to still look like the Torino bottles? Are they gonna make them look like
For
part of
example,
the Join the Club?
I don't know which. For example, this Torino is
Yeah.
the very first Torino that it was released, and it says Torino 21, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Now the lettering actually changed, and it shows like the 21 in a big number, but the lines of the tennis ball. So I don't know if you see a tennis ball. It has
Yeah, of course.
white lines. Let me show you. So it has that kind of lettering. So yeah. So the number 21, you're gonna see that the same design. Why? Because it's dedicated to the tennis club. That's why you join the club. So that's what I said. If I start explaining to you guys every single story behind his creation, it's like, whoa, forever. But I'm so happy to actually meet you, Sarah, for the first time. I've been seeing you all these years on Instagram. I met throughout the years some of your friends, they actually interact with you, like Rico, Marce, Joe Anthony, many people that they talked to you before, and Jason also. And yeah, it's really nice to actually finally meet you. And whenever you want to talk about Sergio, because since you become super passionate, and it reflects my kind of like entry to this brand, because as soon as I smell one, I want another one, and become not addictive, but it feels like sent me in some sort of way, like in a way, like I want to go to the gym, to the club, to play tennis. I have a different perfumes for that. I have a different perfumes to go out or upscale parties or get-togethers. I have a perfume for that, for each occasion. So it reminds me when I start getting into collecting Sergio perfumes, the way that you started lately. So it really, really remarkable. And thank you so much for actually joining us. I didn't know about it until a couple days ago. It was really nice to meet you. I never had an interaction with you. But like I said, if you're willing to talk about Sergio on your own channel or your own Instagram, reach me out. I'm available. We can coordinate it and we can talk about it, give you more introduction. Just don't forget, once again, the cup is like this, not like that. Not like that. The beauty of these bottles is like, besides you enjoy your perfumes, you can create content, especially on Instagram, taking pictures. Like, for example, I did with the Golden Dollar, like you can become creative. You can become like, it's inspire you, for example, this is golden green. And as you see, golden green has a lot of cardamom there.
Cardamom, yeah.
A lot of cardamom. pink pepper, and a little bit of nutmeg. So when I put this together, it's funny because when I start taking the picture, I was kind of in and out of the room where I was taking this picture. I said, "Damn, this, the whole thing collide all the aromas and smell exactly like golden green." So if this picture doesn't inspire you, like, yeah, I don't know, because this speak
I don't know
volumes.
what's wrong with you.
It's kind of like more than words,
Yeah, that's
like,
a nice picture for.
yeah. Anyways, do you have any
Well,
other questions before I have to hop off? Unfortunately.
I just want to say thank you, because it's very nice to meet you, and
Yeah, thank you.
like it's these like samples that I got, like I am already gonna buy multiple bottles of them because I feel like, oh, like I would have never even thought of Oazel. I know, like it never crossed my radar, but like that's a definite bottle purchase for me. Like obviously Golden Mocha, or sorry, Golden Gala, probably the whole Golden collection because I just went on my own and smelled Golden Green, and that's a hard yes for me. Like it's so nice that you like sent stuff that like for sure I'm getting full bottles of now because I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know why it never crossed my radar. This is incredible. I really appreciate that. And it was really, really nice to meet you and to get like a lot of that history because I feel like the history makes the perfume a lot of the time. So honestly, thank you so much.
Yeah, I love the history. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks to you guys. Thanks for your time. And well, it's not gonna be the last one. So I hope to see you soon. You can reach me out anytime. Okay,
Yes,
We
sir.
Rico.
look
Thank you very
forward to
much.
it.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for the effort to put this together. It was delightful to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Take care.
All right, bro.
Bye.
Bye,
All right.
guys.
Now. All right.
See you.
Well, that was a dope live. We always appreciate Rafa coming through. And again, it's one thing to have somebody who knows a lot about a brand versus somebody embedded within the brand who knows everything about it. And it's always dope to have Rafa walk us through the
Mm.
Xerjoff experience. I will say it's super crazy still that I can't hear one thing that Bree is saying, but
That is kind of crazy. Yeah.
yeah, it's rough. It's because I see her talking. I just don't know what she's saying.
And you're like, I want
But
to know.
I'll yeah, right. I have to watch the whole video over. Which, by the way, 2 hours later, so it's a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
But with that said, it was a really dope live. Just so many great fragrances that I currently have. I saw Brie has a bunch that I don't have. Sarah has others that I like. It's a lot across the board. So it's a lot of dope fragrances. And so
Dude, do
many
you have
more.
golden green?
I don't have golden green.
I just smelled my sample and yeah,
Yeah,
125. How
that's
do I not
another
have
one.
that?
Hey, Bree, if you agree with her, just put a thumbs up. I won't hear. But but yeah, there's still
Holy
so many.
cow.
Like there's so many that I didn't bring from back there. There's so many that right here in front of me that I didn't discuss. Um,
We
there's
didn't
just
get to all the
it's
samples. There's just too much to talk about
and
when
we
it
didn't
comes to
even
the
get
House
to
of
all the
Xerjoff.
samples. There's like four more, three more that I didn't that we didn't even touch. One of
Dude,
them
okay, so
being
let's like between the three of us go through if you were gonna buy one bottle that you don't have that you smelled today for the first time, what would
yeah.
it be?
I yeah, I think it's kind of obvious, but just in case nobody, if you didn't get it by now, I'm probably gonna say Allende is going to be the one that
Yeah, it's so
obviously
weird that you don't have that.
that I didn't know about it, that I didn't know about it specifically. Like, that was pretty weird. That was pretty weird that no one even said like, hey, if you like Xerjoffs and you are super into gourmands, did you ever consider this? But yeah, that Allende would definitely be one of those.
I
Dude,
might do the golden dollar, a
Um,
bigger one, because I only
Bree,
have a
I'm sure
15 of
Bree
mine.
has one. Hey, Sarah,
that's
tell me what
so
she
good.
says.
She said golden dollar. She said she has a small one, but she's gonna get a bigger one because that one's really
Yo,
good.
Golden Dollar really is so effing good. Like, it's probably the standout of the night tonight in terms of stuff that I
I
smelled before.
agree.
Stuff that I smelled before, and then I came back to it, and I was like,
Hmm.
"Yo, has my
Um,
nose changed since last time? I liked it then,
it's
but I'm Like I want to wear it all week now. Like this is Golden Dala is. It's not just the coffee. I think we covered that, but it's actually an attractive scent. It
Hmm.
smells like who, like you want to close your eyes and think the person who smells like this looks good, and then you look over and you're like, hey, take that off. You're not a good looking person. That's a good looking scent. You tricked me, and that this you want
This
this
is
just smells like it's
nice.
sexy. Yeah, it's good. I'm digging
I
it.
think golden green, like so, golden dollar was I was about to say until I just smelled golden green. It's grown as hell, and I think your skin has to be skin that sweetens things up just a touch for this to work. But
So not Josh.
no, not
Um,
Josh. That
you
will be
not
Hey
way
Josh.
guys,
You
too
said
I
smoky
gotta
on
drop.
him.
who
I'm
smokes everything
sorry.
up.
I gotta
She said
drop.
she's got to drop.
Dogs
Oh,
being
okay.
doggy.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll text you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Bye.
yeah. We're about to roll out here in a
Bye.
second.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you so much, Bree, for joining us. All right. So as we close this out, a lot of great ones, a lot of dope ones
Yeah,
that he put out there for us to discuss in
that's
the
crazy.
future, and quite possibly, and we'll see if this
Mm.
happens if he can find the sample
Oh my
of
gosh.
some discontinued gem. We might come back and hit y'all up with that. And if you're a weirdo like me and you want to know about stuff that's discontinued, because I do, I know some people get mad and they're like, "Why are you talking about that? I can't buy it." I never feel like that. I'm like, "Well, can I at least know? Can I hear about it a little bit?" I feel better knowing someone smells good wearing it somewhere. So if you're a
I
fragrance
don't
weirdo
like
like
hearing
I
about it.
am, come check us out for some more Xerjoff talk in the future. And if you are
Yeah.
a real fragrance weirdo like us and you want to vibe out, and when I say vibe out, I mean like vibe, like music, dope vibe, dope people, drinks,
Dope
food,
food.
fragrance, all of it. Glamcation 2026 this August, California. August
Yeah.
28, 29, 30 is going down. If you check out my Instagram, if you check out Sarah's Instagram, if you check out official Glamcation, you can get more information on that. And if you have questions, DM either one of us. But it is going down, and we're gonna have some amazing fragrance houses, amazing people as every year. And if you're like me, a lot of drinks, and that don't have to be your thing. If you don't want yours, I'll drink yours for you.
I
But
mean, it's unlimited, so you could probably drink as many as you want anyway.
yeah,
But
there you go. Yeah, that's a fact. But I'll still take other people's. No big deal. Um, it's going down. It's going down. And what that
it
includes is
is.
every fragrance house that we're gonna have available to us with all the reviewers that come, all our friends that come out, and trips out to Ex Nihilo, Beverly Hills Perfumery. Who knows? Maybe
Boy,
Lucky Sun
Alan.
again. Yo,
Yeah.
we do a lot in 3 days. It's probably more than you can handle, but it'll be enough for you to take
You're
pictures
gonna love
and
it.
have memories
Yeah.
to go well, until next year when we do it all
We're
over
gonna
again.
announce our next vendor tomorrow, by the way. Like I thought about dropping it
Oh, I
today, but
can't
I'm
wait
gonna
for
drop
that
it
one.
tomorrow morning.
Because
Yeah.
the perfumer behind said house has been tearing it up lately. Um, if you've been watching any of my other lives, you probably already know because I've been talking about his work. He's been bouncing around his own brand across other brands, putting
Yeah.
out fire, dropping a gem this month that I think is going to be like in the ether for what it does. I cannot wait till you release that name. Glamcation is about to be lit. Cause we just got and I said another, not another dope perfumer to the list, and there's more to come after that. But yeah, I can't. When are
Oh
you
yeah.
putting that out?
I'll put it out tomorrow morning.
Okay, yeah, great, awesome, dope. It's about to be lit. Yeah, yo, just tonight alone, and we're watching the Mask House, St. Charles. That's just right now in this conversation. Um, all right, we'll let tomorrow happen, and then we'll
Yeah.
discuss the wider variety. But
We'll
it's about to
probably
be.
want to come back in like 2 weeks and do another one of these. I think that like because I do think that I'm gonna end up announcing more than one over the next 2 weeks. So the next Xerjoff one, maybe we like take a few minutes, or even then we'll just do something in 2 weeks, and we'll just
I was gonna
take
say
some
when you're
time,
ready,
discuss it.
if you're ready to, when you're ready to this to drop two, we can do a live, discuss everything plus the two, and whatever has whatever is on the horizon at that point.
We could probably have two within the next week. So, I mean,
Okay.
you already know how this goes. People kind of slowly
Yeah, yeah,
start
yeah, yeah, yeah,
coming
for
in,
sure. You know me,
and I feel
I'm low
like it's
stress at
just
this
bam,
point.
bam, bam.
Yeah, last minute
Yeah.
everybody wrote. Yeah, I got it.
And I
Um,
already know a couple I haven't announced yet, but they're already like a guarantee. So, but I'm not
yeah,
gonna announce them until everyone can go on the roster, and I can drop it on
yeah.
the ticket link
It's gonna
on
be
the
lit,
website.
y'all. I'm telling y'all, we don't
Yeah,
we are not one of the one thing I'm gonna say on our way out. No, we're not Sun Explorer. I mean, we're not Assange.
we'll
We're
never
not
be. Nope,
we're not. But that was never the intention. We
no,
are people who chat online, who met up in person, and were like, "Let's do this next year," and we'll bring some more of our friends. But it
yeah,
literally started as friends meeting up, and some perfumers who were cool with us showing up as well. And then they were like, "We'll come back next year, and maybe we'll bring another perfumer friend." And we were like, "All right," and we'll bring personal friends. And more FragCon people came in, and more perfumers came in, and the event grows with us. But ultimately, no, we're not competing with um,
no,
the rooms with a lot of big name. We came through to chill, have a dope weekend, drink, eat, smell fragrances, and have
yeah,
dope fragrance houses who are dope
100%.
fragrance houses, not hyper marketed houses, dope
Yeah,
fragrance houses come through and rock out the weekend with
100%.
us. So if that's
We
interesting
will
to
never be
you,
a big event, by the way. Like
no, right,
it's
exactly. That's
not the
never the
goal. It
intent.
will never be the goal. I will never like we outgrew our last hotel, but we won't ever need like a convention
A
center because
stadium,
that's
right,
never going to
right,
be our vibe.
right.
Like
We
I
need
don't
enough
like the
people
idea
that we
of
can afford to
people
buy tacos
getting
and drinks for.
yeah, yeah,
Eh,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's
If
never gonna,
it
well,
becomes
I mean,
too expensive to feed you, we've gotten too big.
yeah. Well, and as you guys know, probably that it's not a for-profit event. I just want this to be fun. I want it to be community. I want it to be a really good time. I would like to break even, but like it's okay if, it's not exact. Um, this is for fun and to really get to know these perfumers, which by the way is so cool. And because it will never grow beyond a certain point, because I'll never sell more than a certain amount of tickets, you get to like talk to the perfumer and the brand owner. And
You get
that's
to go
how
to
we love
dinner
it.
with the owner of One Way Bridge. You get to sit
Yeah.
down with the owner of Tomovici and talk about fragrances that are coming out soon. Do you want to test them out right now? You get to talk to Nazar Fragrance
Yes.
Terrence personally and watch him while he's trying to create new fragrances right in front of your face. Like there's a lot of dope experiences that you're just not gonna get anywhere else. Because I've been to Essence, I've been to Sen Explorer. Like I know what to expect there, and I know that I'm not gonna get a one-on-one experience with these perfumers. You'll get to see them, and they might take a picture with you, but it's too busy, and Glamcation is just a
And we don't
different
get to talk to
experience.
each other in like an event like this. Like my purpose year one is we were all doing lives together a ton, and like we hadn't met each other in person, and I just like wanted to get to know these people. And I think we all had the same sentiment, but like we wanted to get to know these people in real life that we'd been chatting with for I think over a year at that
You are
point.
well over a year at that point, for sure.
Yeah. So like get to like it's just going to be a place where and it will always be a place where you get to actually hang out with your fragrance friends because they're fragrance friends, but they're also like friends in real life. Like sometimes you have a hard day and you call like I'll call Bree. Bree's a perfumer. And
Mhm.
like I'll be like, I gotta tell you everything that happened today. Or I'll call Rico and be like, I need you to hate this person with me. That is the type of vibe that
Those
we
are real
go for.
conversations, by
Like
the way.
it's like, yeah, they are. It's family. It's a family vibe. It's always going
Yes,
to be a family vibe.
yes.
We don't want to outgrow the family vibe. So if you want to just come have an awesome time, and the reason that we do the food and the drinks and stuff is because I just want it to be easy. You don't have to like find a ride. You get to eat while you're like just hanging out and drinking and not having to find a ride and me not like having to figure out how everyone's going to get back to the hotel. The drinks are already at the hotel. We're solid. You don't got to go anywhere. You
The
just got to walk
drinks are
out
at
to
the
your room.
hotel. The fragrance is at the hotel. The food is at the hotel. And guess what? Your room should be at the hotel. If you picked another
Yeah, I
hotel,
mean,
that's
fingers
on you.
crossed. We got we got the
But we
discount at
put
this hotel,
everything in
so
one location, so you don't even have to be responsible. We are being responsible for you. Just be there and be ready to check out Monday morning to get back home. But other than that, we got it all figured out on this end. I
absolutely.
think, yeah, okay. So that covers everything. Sarah's gonna let me know when she's ready to release two new houses so that everybody knows, and we'll give you some more updates on the event. And additionally, we're gonna link up with Rafa, and when we are all ready, we're gonna come with part two. We'll close out the samples that we currently didn't finish and whatever new joints they have ready for us. So if you want to learn more Xerjoff, check in with us. And if you want to know about Glamcation more, check in here or hit us up on Instagram. And if you're in the West Coast and you're not coming to Glamcation just to vibe out, that tells me one thing. You like to buy stuff that people on social media tell you to buy, and you're not really here for the culture, and that's fine.
Don't bully
But
them.
that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We don't need you there at the event anyway, if that's what you are. Anyway, and if it sounds like we're telling you don't come, the only dog that barks in the group is the one that got hit by the shoe. So if that hit you personally and you
What?
felt like you're dissing me, then that's you, and we don't want you for real. We're not elitist. We just want elitist people not to come. Come through for a good time vibe. We're not counting
I
how many bottles
promise
you
it
have,
will
how
be a
many
good
likes you
time.
have, how
It's
many
awesome.
viewers you have.
We
None
are
of that
counting how
crap.
many bottles of wine you have, but we're counting them
We
like to
might,
see, like, can I beat you?
yeah,
And well,
right.
Rico's
You haven't
counting to
drank
see if he
enough
can
so
beat you.
far. I can drink more than you. Stuff of that nature. Anyway, it's a good time. It's really low threat, high chill. Hopefully everybody comes out and enjoys it. With
Yeah,
that
I
said,
can't
Sarah,
wait. I really can't.
we will do this again soon.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
All right. Good night.
Have a good night.
Peace.